Put your game face on. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh. I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. And what you say really does matter to me.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me, and they make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for talking.
Talk. They hear you.
Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
At Yanich Oral Surgery in Marion, they specialize in dental implants and advanced oral care, all in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Restore your smile. Renew your confidence. Visit YanichOralSurgery.com. Welcome back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are live from Tornado Field. Defensive substitution coming in for the Tornadoes.
Hey, you're in.
Seems a little distracted down there.
Let's go, you're in. Oh, you gotta get out.
Runner at second base, nobody out. Here's the first pitch to Bremeyer. And that one's a wild pitch. Runner's off from second base, and catcher's still not paying attention.
Going forward.
He's around third.
Hey.
Headed home. Boom! Big collision at the plate. And wait a second. What's going on here? What's the call?
Hey man, hands off my who's.
Whatever, kid.
When the game's on who's, can't take your eye off of it.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
Make some memories this fall at Riehm Produce Farm's Barnyard Fun Adventures. Take on the corn maze, ride the hayride, catch the pig races, grab some delicious food, fire the pumpkin cannon, and explore more than 30 family-friendly attractions. Barnyard Fun Adventures, September 19th through November 1st at Riehm Produce Farm. Getting your license is more than passing a test. It's learning the skills to stay safe every time you hit the road. At Adventure Driving Academy, experienced instructors prepare new drivers with the knowledge, confidence, and behind-the-wheel training they need. Adventure Driving Academy. Let your adventure start with us.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Every game-changing play. All the breathtaking catches. Every punishing run. And the bone-jarring hits. Friday Night Lights are on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen's sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Let's go! Boom! This is my house! Let's go! Hey, let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The best rivalries make you better. Heart of Ohio Sports. Hey, let's go! Let's go!
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of High School Football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are live from Tiger Stadium inside the jungle in Attica for tonight's matchup between the Seneca East Tigers and the Monroeville Eagles. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Eric Hall, Jacob Studebaker-Ellis on production for us tonight, Donnie Hannam on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here on the Xcaret Mexican Restaurant pregame show. We join the marching band on the field with the national anthem. A rousing rendition of the national anthem courtesy of the Seneca East Tigers marching band. Once again, thanks for tuning in here with us on the Xcaret Mexican Restaurant pregame show. We're just moments away from tonight's matchup between Monroeville and Seneca East, live here in the jungle in Attica. Eric Hall joins me up here in the press box, as well as Jacob Studebaker-Ellis. And Eric, this one, we were here last year for these two teams, and it was a dynamite matchup. And I think when you talk about these two teams, you can go ahead and throw those records out the window at this point. It's week 2, and they're ready to play some high school football.
Oh, for sure. And there's nothing like being over here in Attica for this game tonight.
Beautiful facilities, and we are here for the first game on this beautiful field turf here at Tiger Stadium. Freshly installed over the summer. Literally only took them about a week to install it once they got started. and it is gorgeous. It meets all the expectations of everybody in the area, and I tell you what, it just shines right now on a Friday night as the sun starts to set in the golden hour here in August, the dog days of August, if you will. It is beautiful here. It's a great night for some high school football here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Yeah, it definitely is, and we got to talk to the director about this new field that we put in. Might get to see a little interview from that later, I think.
Got a little clip from that one. We also got a clip as we made our way to the concession stand tonight. Seneca East Athletic Boosters graciously run the concession stand here tonight, and I always brag about this concession stand, folks. I have to make at least one pilgrimage over here per season because I have to get me a ribeye sandwich because it lives up to the expectations, folks. I'm telling you, everything that I bragged about, it's that and then some.
Oh, yes, sir. You got me hooked. I was glad to see week 2 was all I had to wait to come over here. And you're going to have to forgive me if I'm a little distracted during the game until we get to eat one of these ribeyes because we've got it sitting right here in front of us.
Staring me in the face now. But once again, we're here in Attica for this matchup between Seneca East and Monroeville. Seneca East comes into this one at 1-0 after having dispatched Gibsonburg last week. 44-26 was the final in that one. Monroeville comes in at 0-1. They fell to Macomb last week by a score of 48-14. Once again, tonight, our pregame show brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Our halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Postgame show brought to you by our friends at your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Instant replays brought to you by Clouse Construction. Red Zone visits, all brought to you by Riehm Produce Farm. Our pit boss hoss of the game. That's the award given to the offensive or defensive lineman of the game. That's brought to you by our friends at City Barbecue in Findlay. Fan of the game, presented by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Our marching band performance at halftime, brought to you by Forte Music. Timeouts, brought to you by Adventure Driving Academy. Keys to the game, presented by First National Bank of Sycamore. Player Spotlight, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. And our player of the game, brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. We are just moments away from kickoff between these two teams. Now, Eric, I talked about this one. Both these teams come in different paths. You know, these Tigers come in rolling with some momentum. They were down early in that game against Gibsonburg. 20-6 they were down by 14. They would claw their way back, and they had put up 38-6 at that point. From that point forward, 44-26 was the final over there in Gibsonburg. And they put together an impressive showing. No turnovers, a bunch of touchdowns, and a bunch of defensive plays. They were all over the field. 5 takeaways for that defense last week.
Yeah, you get 5 takeaways and you turn it over 0 times yourself. Typically, you're going to get the job done. I'm just saying.
That'll turn the momentum in your favor for sure.
Yeah, to come back against that Gibsonburg team, too, that's not an easy feat because once Gibsonburg gets up, they can just cram it down your throat. And so to be able to just keep your focus against them and come back like they did last week, it's impressive.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit about the matchups going on around the area. Of course, over on the X Stream, you can find Tiffin Columbian as they take on Mansfield Senior over in Mansfield over at Arlen Field. Dom Helmstetter and crew on call for that one tonight. Make sure you tune in on the X Stream. You can find that if you go to heartofohiosports.com, click on the Watch Live tab, and you can find that game live and paywall free right now. They are live from Mansfield. So tune in if you're looking for the Columbian game over on the X Stream on YouTube. But if you're locked in right here with us, we're ready for some football. 4 minutes away from kickoff between these two teams. Tigers are ready. They're lined up in the end zone, ready to bust through that banner. And we are just about ready for the home opener for the Seneca East Tigers here in Attica.
Senior night for these seniors here, too.
It is.
Got to see all the seniors of all the sports tonight.
So we are training someone new here tonight, and he's a native of this area, Eric.
Yeah, pretty cool. Got to see him out there with his kid.
Yeah, he's got a senior here. I believe, I don't want to say. I know she's a senior. I don't know what sport she played, but I know she's a senior. And they celebrated all the seniors for the fall sports season here tonight. Travis Salyer is going to be doing some camera duties with us here at Heart of Ohio Sports, as well as some other things. We got some things in the work with Travis. I really like adding him onto the staff. He's the Seneca East girls wrestling coach over here. Just a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge, and he's eager. He wants to do more for these athletes in the area. He wants to promote these kids. When I sat down and had a talk with him, I'm really excited about working with him, bringing him onto the team and bringing him into the fold. So
super cool, and he's in the right spot for that.
Yeah,
welcome aboard.
So he'll be taking over for Donnie at halftime on the camera, and then Donnie is going to make a trip down to the sidelines. He's going to get a little baptism by fire on the sidelines as we can throw him down there, and he'll do a little sideline reporting for the second half.
Let's see how he likes it. Mm-hmm. Come out from behind that camera.
Well, we'll have to see if he packed his Skittles.
If not, he can come see me.
Eric's the Skittles man. Let's talk about our player spotlight, brought to you by our friends at Vicek Orthodontics. For the Seneca East Tigers, we shine our spotlight on number 44, Jackson Gayhart.
Yeah, I mean, who else?
Last week against Gibsonburg, Mr. Gayhart, 21 carries, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns, 10 tackles, 8 of those solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. This young man, always around the football, Eric.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like the game he had the last time that we were here, I believe. I was on the sidelines for that one. And there was one time, I remember after an interception that he had, him barreling down the sideline, and I said that the look in his eye, it looked like Bobby Boucher. I'm telling you, man. Like he just had some pain behind those eyes, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So once again, our player spotlight brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. For the Seneca East Tigers, we're looking at Jackson Gayhart, running back linebacker for these Tigers, leading the way as a senior. For the Monroeville Eagles, we shine our spotlight on Cooper Cleary, number 41, first-team All-Firelands inside linebacker. He is a special athlete. He's going to play both sides of the ball tonight, but mainly he's a monster at linebacker. So this is going to be a guy that I feel like these two are going to clash on a few occasions tonight. That's why I have them both in my spotlight tonight. I feel like that's kind of the matchup to watch. If you're looking for a good matchup on the field tonight, watch those two, Jackson Gayhart and Cooper Cleary. Once again, your player spotlight brought to you by our friends at Vicek Orthodontics.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun one to keep an eye on.
We are just about set for opening kick here. Just a minute to go until we get started. Let's thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here live and paywall free on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Riehm Produce Farm, City Barbecue in Findlay, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Adventure Driving Academy, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Sage Salon and Spa, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, the Ohio Army National Guard, UIS Insurance and Investments, Till Death Tattoo and Piercing in Willard, and Rogers Flowers. Those are all your sponsors, bringing you high school football all season long right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State. Added a couple new sponsors this week. Welcome to Sage Salon and Spa, as well as Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless.
I thought there was a couple new names I heard on there.
A new name and a obviously familiar name. They just got in a little bit late, but hey, we are always looking for new sponsors. If you want to add your name to that list, send us an email, sales@heartofohiosports.com. Be more than happy to work with you. We still got 15 games to go after this week.
Got some good ones coming up,
too.
Oh,
yeah. Tigers set to kick it off. Aiden Boehm gets his boot into that one. It's off the return, man. It's on the ground. Still on the ground.
I think that Tigers
Ball
might
is
have got
still
there.
on the ground. I think the Tigers might have it. We'll see. We'll wait until the referees sort this one out. And the Tigers have the football. They recover it at the 22-yard line. What a way to start the game for the Seneca East Tigers.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're hoping for. That ball just popped up in the air, and I don't know if he lost it. You know, they tell you the first thing to do is get down on that ball, and it just kind of bobbled around for a while there.
There you see it on the replay, brought to you by Clouse Construction. Big shout out to Jacob Studebaker-Ellis here. I know he's got a lot going on. He's got a new job at Ohio Northern. Got a lot of travel time going on here to make it to these games, so big shout out for him being here, helping us out on the broadcast. He does a phenomenal job.
And Ohio Northern has the same colors as Seneca East, so it worked out pretty well.
Robinson slings it deep.
And we got
a flag on the play, as I think there's going to be some holding on the defense. Pass was intended for Jaron Deponette. They're just trying to open up that defense a little bit. They're going to have to respect the deep ball. This young Branson Robinson, he can sling it. Oh, it's offensive pass interference. So that's going to push the Tigers back. It's a 15-yard penalty.
After that great start to the game, that's not the way you wanted to start the drive.
1st and 25 coming up here for the Tigers. Empty backfield set, 5 receivers on the field for Seneca East. Robinson takes the snap, slings it right side, complete. Has it to his receiver. Jarrett Boehm on the reception, sophomore, 5'9", 150-pound wide receiver. Makes the connection on a short little slant route across the middle there. Nice pickup, gets about 12. Maybe about 10.
Yeah, nice little chunk back at least. Still working from behind the 8 ball.
2nd and long. Robinson rolls to his right, looking, slings it. Got it to his receiver. Once again, that's Boehm on the reception, past the first down marker. And that didn't set him back very much at all. Eric, they didn't even see a 3rd down after a 1st and 25. Jarrett Boehm, 2 straight catches. Good enough for a 1st down.
Yep, kept their cool and composure. Just like last week, maybe we come back on a team like Gibsonburg, you know you can keep your composure.
And now here we are inside the Riehm red zone. Seneca East with the ball at the 18-yard line of the Monroeville Eagles. Robinson in the backfield. Jackson Gayhart back there with him. They bring a man in motion. They hand it off. Gayhart bounces it to the outside, now cuts it back in. And he picks up maybe a yard or 2. They'll give him 3 on the carry. 2nd and about 7.5 coming up here. So the Tigers start out with a gift from the Monroeville Special Teams unit. Get the fumble, recovery at about the 22-yard line. They had a penalty to set them back, but now they find themselves here in the Riehm red zone. Handoff, Gayhart up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, bowls his way forward, and he's going to be short of the goal line, but he's got another 1st down for the Seneca East Tigers down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, now's the time when you're probably just going to feed the beast down here.
Boy, so he made those defenders look like those kids trying to chase a pig at the fair. Once again, handoff, Gayhart. And the defense does a nice job stonewalling Jackson right at the line. There he is, Cooper Cleary, our player spotlight, in there on the stop.
Let's see what you did there, Stonewall Jackson.
I do have a history buff up here with me. All right, I like it.
I couldn't tell you what he did. I just recognized it.
2nd and goal at the 4. Handoff, Gayhart once again. That defense does a great job of penetrating into the backfield, stopping for a loss.
That is no easy feat either.
No. Well, he was, as soon as he took the ball, took the handoff, he had 3 defenders in his face, so not going to be able to get a whole lot of running room when you're getting hit when you take the handoff, but it's 3rd and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line. Let's see what they decide to do here. 2 straight running plays. It pushed him back a yard or 2.
When you got such a bell cow back like that and you get down this close, you just feed it to him.
Oh, absolutely. Robinson back to pass. Slings it left side. Gayhart, touchdown Tigers! Branson Robinson fires it on the left side in the flat for Jackson Gayhart. And he does the rest untouched for a 5-yard touchdown pass. And the Tigers are on the board first here with 8:47 left to play in the first.
Yeah, Gayhart said, you want to keep stopping me up the middle? How about I just sneak out the side over here?
A little sneaky boy. Slipped his way off to the left. And Gayhart. That's his 4th touchdown of the year, his 1st receiving touchdown, as he had 2 catches for 25 yards last week, but had 3 rushing touchdowns last week. Now he's got a receiving touchdown to add to his totals. Isaac Stockmaster on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, ball is down, the kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. So Isaac Stockmaster knocks through the extra point, makes it 7-0 Seneca East with 8:47 left to play here in the first quarter. Tigers take advantage of the turnover, turn it into points. Points off turnovers. That is definitely one of the keys to the game here for both of these teams. Yeah. If you're going to come away with a win here, you're going to have to get some points off turnovers.
We just talked about it last week with Seneca East coming up with 5 turnovers. And giving up none. So
that's right.
That's typically you're gonna win those.
So there's another turnover to add to their total on the year, or another takeaway. 6 takeaways by this Seneca East team already here just through the first 2 games.
Through 5 quarters, not even.
50 minutes of football. Folks, I want to remind you, tomorrow afternoon, the community is invited to a free overdose awareness event from 2 to 4 p.m. at Fostoria Elementary School. Hope in Fostoria, Project Noel, and the Seneca County General Health District are coming together to remember those affected by overdose, raise awareness, and renew hope throughout our community. This event will include speakers, resource vendors, and many more family-friendly activities. And don't forget, mark your calendars for the Walk for Recovery at Hedges Boyer Park in Tiffin, coming up Saturday, September 26th. Kickoff, Cooper Cleary going to return it for the Eagles. Fields it at the 5, cuts it up, found some room to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, and he's cut down at the 5-yard line. Excellent pursuit by Gunnar Polacek as he saves the touchdown at the 5-yard line, but the Eagles.
Yeah, talk about making up for that first misstep there to start the game. You about return one, come back. That might make your coach happy. Might make him make up for that last misstep.
Cooper Cleary with a 90-yard kick return to start things out for the Monroeville Eagles. As they take over, their first offensive possession starts inside the Riehm red zone at the 6-yard line. First and goal. 3 receivers set. Quarterback's going to keep it off the right side, trying to find some running room. He's got room, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colton Clark. Senior quarterback keeps it himself. He goes untouched off the right side, and the Eagles answer quickly. It's 7-6. Tigers on top.
Yeah, you can't ask for much of a better answer than that, Nate.
Quick scoring here at Tiger Stadium in Attica.
What are they lined up for here? All right.
This is one of those looks where they line up, and if you don't defend it, they'll go for it.
Yep.
But if you show defend, then they'll come down and just kick the extra point.
Why not? I mean, the Browns couldn't do it. There's way too much snap movement, but.
Ooh, they blocked the extra point. Blocked by Elijah Klein. Comes right through the center of the line and smacks that one down. So the Tigers keep the lead. It's 7-6 with 8:26 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he smacked that down with a little anger. Like
he did.
He's a little upset that they were able to.
A little bit of a slot action there. Yeah, that happens sometimes, Jacob. It's better if you keep it more like that, because the more you tilt it back, the more it gives weight to that to just flop down. Yeah.
I was flirting with how much I could get away with.
I got to get used to having the instant replays and stuff right here next to me. I don't ever get to see those.
So we'll get a look at the Monroeville Eagles kickoff unit. And the Tigers kick return unit here. Let's see who they got back deep. Number 1, Colton Young. Number 6, Levi Dawson. Young, the sophomore. 5'10", 175-pound wide receiver. He flashed as a freshman last year.
Yeah, he's got some speed.
And Levi Dawson, junior, 5'8", 175-pound running back. Back deep to return. Along with Jamison Roofing. Do I have him on my roster? There he is, yeah, 7. The Eagles kick it off. A little squib kick here. Tigers field it at the 17-yard line. On the return, Levi Dawson brings it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll mark him at the 27. That's where the Tigers will take over their second offensive possession of the game. Not so good a field position this time, but still.
You got to show a little offense this time. You got to work for it if you want to get down there.
Once again, thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. If you're searching for that Columbian game, you can find it over on the X Stream. Go to heartofohiosports.com, click on the Watch Live tab, and you can find You can find the Columbian versus Mansfield game live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Branson Robinson in the shotgun by himself. Takes the snap, rolls to his right, slings it right, complete. Once again, Boehm on the reception, Jarrett Boehm. Pushes it up to the 30-yard line. 4-yard pickup there, 2nd down and 6, maybe 7 to go.
Quick score update on that Columbian game. Columbian already up 7-0 about halfway through the first quarter.
That's a good update. That score stream has it 12-0, but the score stream is so inconsistent. I don't know. We're looking at a live feed, so we know what the score is.
It's a pretty reliable source, I think.
I think so. Robinson with another pass complete to Jordan Cecil. Sophomore wide receiver, 5'10", 165 pounds. Another first down for the Tigers. They move it up to the 37.5-yard line. Some other scores or some other games going on in the area. Hopewell, Loudon, and Huron. We'll get you updates from that one. We've got Cooper Snyder over there with Tristan Bright, who's doing some shadow work with Cooper, trying to figure out the field reporter, I guess, guidelines.
The operations.
Yeah. Oh. They sling it. It's incomplete. Deponette, the intended receiver. They were trying to get him on a little wide receiver bubble screen there.
Yeah,
I think they were trying to get. He just was looking upfield before he ever.
He got caught looking where he was going to make his next move. Mm-hmm. You always got to worry about catching that ball first. So it sounded like I was doing my best Tony Romo there.
Don't worry about catching the ball, Nate. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 10. Robinson brings a man in motion. Takes the snap, rolls to his left. Got a penalty. This one slings it long down the left side, incomplete. As he was looking for Gunnar Polacek down the left sideline. I think this is going to be some kind of a procedural penalty or maybe a hold.
It came out pretty early. Looks like a hold.
Seneca East called for the holding.
Somebody must have got in there.
2 penalties for about 25 yards here on the Tigers in the first quarter. Second down and 20. Ball at the 28-yard line. Robinson all by himself in the shotgun. 4 receivers to the right side, 1 here on the left. They sling it right, complete. Deponette on the reception. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets it up near the original line of scrimmage. They get those penalty yards back. But now it's going to be a 3rd and long. 3rd and about 11 coming up.
That was nice showing the confidence in your receiver there to go right back to that same type of play. Give him another chance to make up for that drop. He was able to bring the ball in and pick up some nice yards.
Hopewell Loudon leading Huron 8-0 in the first quarter. 3rd and 11. Shotgun formation. Robinson takes the snap, rolls to his left, looks, and he's just going to take off and run with it, scrambling, trying to find some running room, and he's going to be cut down just short of the first down at about the 44-yard line is where they'll mark him down. He took a nasty hit at the end of that one, but he's going to get up and pop right back up.
Yeah, it looks like he had wide receiver Gunnar Polacek kind of open up downfield, but it was already too late at that point. He was already running for his life.
So we got a 4th down coming up. Now this is going to be interesting how they play this, because I know Ed Phillips football, typically they'll line up and they're probably going to pooch punt this.
Yeah, but you're right.
See if they can get the defense to jump. And if they can't, then Phillips will call the adjustment here, and now they're going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by our friends at Adventure Driving Academy. If you got a son or daughter who is getting ready to take that next step, looking for their license, make sure you give our friends at Adventure Driving Academy a call. Joe Kelbley and staff are professionals. That's why you put your trust in the hands of professionals when you're looking for someone to train your child on how to drive a 2,000, 3,000-pound piece of metal down the road. You got to make sure that they are trained, and that's how you do it right there. Send them to the professionals. at Adventure Driving Academy. 4th down coming up here. Tigers have the ball at the 44.5-yard line, almost the 45. They need to pick it. They need to move it to the 48 to convert here. That's going to be easier said than done. This Monroeville defense standing tall here on this drive.
Yeah, they're not even
going to try it. They send out the punt unit here. Tigers get the punt away. Colton McConnell on the punt.
Colton McConnell with the punt. Yeah, you want to hear something pretty crazy, Nate?
Let's hear it.
I'm going to have to get a hold of Joe at Adventure Driving here pretty soon.
Couple years. Kind of figured that was on the way. It's coming up. I know he did a great job with Isaac. Isaac still talks about Joe in that class and how much fun he had in that class, how much he learned. You know, I was doing the parent hours after that, still had a couple hours to get with him, and you know he's teaching me stuff.
Yeah, he's probably, you're not doing that right, Dad.
Hand off to Cleary off the right side, and there he is. Jackson Gayhart busts through the line to make the stop.
He does not wait long to start padding those stats, does he?
No, he does not. Brody Seeley in on the play as well, senior defensive lineman, 6 foot, 230-pounder. Boy, you want to talk about a big body down there? J.T. Hasselbeck, sophomore, 6'5", 330-pound defensive lineman, plugging up the middle of that line right now.
Yeah, that's not somebody I'd want to see myself lined up on the other side of.
Yeah, you don't want to shake his hand either.
Got a grip, does he?
Jeez. He almost broke my grip test machine last year at Media Day. Yeah, he still has the record for highest score for any of the local kids. Gayhart on the stop there as Colton Clark picks up about 6 yards. And the Eagles have a 3rd and 4 coming up. Ball at the 36-yard line. 4:40 to play here in the first quarter. Tigers lead it 7-6. I'll have some score updates for you from around the area here after this. Clark in the shotgun, takes the snap, takes the handoff. Looking, he's going to step up, he's going to take off, and he is hit and dropped behind the line. And I tell you, he took a shot.
Yeah, he did.
He's all right. He comes up shaking his cobwebs out there, but that's going to push him back, and that'll bring out the punt unit here. 4th and 7 coming up for the Eagles after that loss of 3. He had nowhere to go, Eric, and he had to pull that one down quick.
This Tigers offensive line is they've been eating their ribeyes. You can tell, man, because they're getting some push up front right now.
I've heard the term corn-fed before, and that is a pretty appropriate term to describe some of these linemen down here, man. They are some corn-fed boys. Cooper Cleary on the punt, gets it away. It's a high punt, hits down at the 39 and rolls out of bounds at about the 37, 38-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
A little bit of a friendly bounce for him, give him a couple more yards, but that one got a little air right off the foot.
Absolutely. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Score updates from around the area here for you. Let's see, refresh. Sandusky leading Fremont Ross 7-0. Of course, Fremont Ross, after that first game when they actually won the game but had to forfeit the win, they're now 0-1.
Yeah, wild story.
Crazy story with that. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But Columbian, after picking up that win, now they're 1-0. They're facing off against Mansfield. It is 7-0
They
Tornadoes.
just scored, actually, so it's 14-0, pending an extra point.
Tornadoes 13-0 over Mansfield. Looking to convert on an extra point after this. Handoff up the middle. Elijah Klein on the carry. 6'2", 215-pound running back. Boy, he's a big kid. Some more scores from around the area. Ontario leading Norwalk 23-0. Cary leading Galleon 7-0. Hopewell over Huron 14-0. Toledo Rogers leading Gibsonburg 7-0. Mohawk on top of Cardington Lincoln 14-0. 2nd down and 6. Robinson, 2 backs in the backfield, takes the snap. Over the middle, slings it complete. Depinet on the reception, breaks out of a tackle. He's down inside Eagle territory at the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 38.
So that was a nice pass. He had 3 defenders around him. He threaded that in there perfectly.
Like throwing a pea through a keyhole.
Yeah, it's hard to keep your concentration, too, when you got a ball coming at you and you know there's 3 of them around you. So great job by the receiver there, depping that, too.
1st and 10. Handed off. Klein on the carry. Carries it up the middle. Gets it down to the 34-yard line. Nice pickup. Give him 4 on the carry. 2nd and 6 coming up. You know, Jacob, if you are hungry, you can have my ribeye, and I'll get another one at halftime. I'd much rather it not go cold.
Yeah, Nate's like, here, you can have my cold one.
It's not cold. It's been sitting there wrapped up nice and warm.
All right, I get the first ribeye.
Yeah, it's taunting me.
I keep getting whiffs.
Klein on the carry. He got it back to the line of scrimmage, but no gain on the play.
There's a kid in front of us. I think it's taunting the kid, too.
Oh, he is watching you.
He is. It's my ribeye.
He's been smelling it the whole time, too. So he's been looking in here the whole game. Give me that ribeye. Yeah, now I get to watch him eat it.
Oh, my God.
Robinson in the shotgun, 3rd and 6. Takes the snap, rolls to his left, looking, sets his feet, throws it. Complete, Deponette. And he's going to be cut down right at the 1st down marker. We'll see where the spot is. It's going to be short, I think, of about a yard. Maybe a yard and a half short. 4th down coming up here for this offense. They'll keep the offense on the field. Ball at the 30-yard line. They need to move it past the 28 to convert. Handoff, Klein bottled up in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Big time stop back there by number 55, Alex Schaefer. Senior defensive end, 6'2", 235. Boy, he was in the backfield quick.
And what a big play. That's exactly what they needed right there. Keep this a 1-point game. See if you can get the lead going here right at the end of this 1st quarter.
So a turnover on downs. We'll give the ball to the Eagles at the 31-yard line.
He's back. It's like, I see you still chewing that.
When are you going to take another bite of that?
I can taste it as I see it.
Clark slings it over the middle, complete to his receiver. Number 34, Jacob Freeze on the reception.
Took one look at that sandwich and then just drooled all over his mom. He was like, oh, my God, it looked so good.
Ribeye good.
2nd down and 2. Ball at the 39-yard line. Nice completion there from Clark. And that's the end of the 1st quarter. Your score, Seneca East 7, Monroeville 6. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports. From their fields to your table, Riehm Produce Farm's year-round custom produce boxes bring farm-fresh flavor right to your table. Veggies, meats, eggs, and more. Taste the difference of truly local. Riehm Produce Farm, where fun grows. Order today at funacres.net. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome back to the jungle here in Attica. We're live at Tiger Stadium. The snap goes over the head, but Clark able to grab it, and he is in no man's land, and that defense swarms around him to make the stop all the way back at the 26-yard line. So after having a 2nd and 2, Eric, now they're going to have a 3rd and 12 after that 10-yard loss by that Tigers defense. They are tenacious.
Yeah, when ball pops out of your hand like that and you turn around and you just see them all coming at you at once, it's a scary moment. He looked like he tried to get down at one point, couldn't even get down. He had to kind of spin out of it and take a couple more yards for a loss even.
So a 3rd down and 12 coming up. Colton Clark in the shotgun. They bring a man in motion. Clark back to pass, looking, pressure, steps up, has to get rid of it over the middle. It's incomplete, as he was looking for his intended receiver, Alex Dowell. Junior tight end, 6'1", 180-pounder. He was trying to find him, but just a little too tall for him there.
Yep, did a good job finding him in all that traffic, and just a little too high.
Fourth down and 12 coming up. They got the punt unit onto the field. Jacob Freeze on to punt it away for the Eagles. Freeze gets the punt away, end over end. Hits at the 45, takes the Eagles bounce all the way down to the 29.5-yard line. That's where Monroeville will down it.
Well, at least after losing all those yards, you were able to flip the field there, go on the defensive, keep this a 7-6 game.
Let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Riehm Produce Farm, City Barbecue in Findlay, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Adventure Driving Academy, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Sage Salon and Spa, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless. We'll get more after this play. Branson Robinson slings it right side, complete to Deponette. And we have a flag that flies in from the back here. Let's see what the call is. Came in late. After the play, after the completion was already made is when that flag came in. It must have been a late hold. They're going to call it on the Tigers offense. Second holding called against Seneca East here in this first half.
And the second one to wipe out a nice play as well.
Going back to our sponsors, we'd like to thank Fiesel's Frame and Collision, the Ohio Army National Guard, UIS Insurance and Investments, Till Death Tattoo and Piercing in Willard, and Rogers Flowers, all proud sponsors bringing you high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Big shout out to Brandon Robinson, Till Death Tattoo, Willard. Just opened up his new shop. Very excited to take a trip over there and get some ink therapy.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I could use some.
1st and 20. Robinson brings a man in motion. They're going to hand it off. A little jet sweep action here to Colton Young. He cuts it up, breaks a tackle, but he's hit right after he spins out of that tackle. Pick up maybe 5 or 6 yards there.
Got absolutely walloped at the end of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he spun out of a tackle right into a huge hit.
Yeah, and you feel so good when you make that spin move. You're like, yeah, I got it.
Second down and 16. They picked up 4 on that one. Empty backfield set. Robinson back there by himself. 3 receivers on the near side. They bring a man in motion. Robinson slings it over the middle. He's got a man incomplete. Just a little too much on that one. Looking for Gunnar Polachek.
They threw a late flag for that little extra shove at the end there.
Well, they're trying to clean that kind of stuff up. The things that it's not necessary.
Yep, unnecessary.
Back in my day, and I'm sounding old, but that kind of stuff happened all the time. You know, like they didn't say anything about that, and that was just part of the game. You know.
Yep. Now it's
now it's not. They're trying to get that out of the game.
Cause an injury.
That's right.
For something that wasn't needed in the first place.
Yep.
To me, I'm like you. It's assessing your dominance, but
and that's rough because you had them back 2nd and 16. They get the incomplete pass. It's 3rd and long. Now you just gave them a free first down.
Yep.
If you take a look at it, it looks like he flops a little bit too. So I think it's more of a good sell job.
Hey. Maybe he needs to sign up for some acting classes, maybe?
Oh.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seneca East has a good theater department.
They do. They do. I remember I was in Little Shop of Horrors over here.
Really?
It was a fun time. I was Mr. Mushnick.
I could see that.
Yeah, it was fun. Ron Boos, director. Phenomenal director. Handoff, Gayhart off the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, carries defenders with him up to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line, and that'll be good enough for a first down. 3rd and 1, they pick up the first, and it keeps the drive alive. Yeah, I thought the personal foul was an automatic first, but that is not the case. That I once again, is a 15-yard penalty. Same thing with a pass interference penalty. They're not automatic first downs.
In the NFL, that's a first down,
but not in high school football.
Nope. We do got to get our hands on a rule book.
I just want to go to a meeting. I don't want to be a ref. I just want to go attend a meeting. Robinson rolls to his right, slings it, and he's got it complete up to his receiver. Jaron Deponette once again. A little chemistry there.
Yeah. Hearing that name called.
More chemistry than a periodic table, huh? Is that what Tommy usually says?
Yeah, I guess if I'm going to be filling in for Tommy, I'm going to have to start coming up with some of these Tommy.
Yeah. You should ask his dad for a few examples. 2nd down and 2. 3 receivers off to the far side of the field, 1 here on the near side. Robinson in the shotgun with Jackson Gayhart. Takes the snap. Slings it right side, intended for Deponette, but incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by Alex Dowell.
Yeah, he jumped that. He almost read that, and I think if he would have got his hands on it, he might have had a shot.
I think they're starting to key on Deponette a little bit here as they see the connection there. And that might open up some things across the middle of the field here. 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. Ball at the 49, inside Eagles territory. Robinson rolls to the left. He's going to take off and run with it. He's got the first. And he's going to be cut down out of bounds past the 40 up to the 39-yard line. Nice pickup by Branson Robinson. They needed 2. He picks up 8. And that's a first down for the Tigers.
And way to stay patient behind your blockers there. Able to get that first down plus some.
We got a flag on the play here. We'll see what the call is. Seems to be, whenever these Tigers make a good play,
there's a hold somewhere in there usually.
There's some kind of a infraction that makes them go backwards.
Looks like they seem to be backing up as right now. So
that's another holding call against the Tigers. Boy, they are all over those holding calls here in the early going. In this first half, they are not allowing any grabbing or any kind of tugging, anything. Oh, that one's a blow to the head. Oh. So hands to the face. Must have been some kind of a block got a little too high there maybe. I don't know. 3rd and long coming up here. 3rd and about 17 after the personal foul.
Yeah, Seneca East faithful don't agree.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
You want to talk about the ribeye, that's another one of my favorite things about coming over here. The Seneca East faithful is fun.
Oh, they love their Tigers over here, and they will fight for them. 3rd and long. 5 receivers set, empty backfield, and we got a timeout. Timeout called by Seneca East. This timeout brought to you by our friends at Adventure Driving Academy. This gives me time to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Riehm Produce Farm, City Barbecue in Findlay, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Adventure Driving Academy, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Sage Salon and Spa, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, the Ohio Army National Guard, UIS Insurance and Investments, Till Death Tattoo and Piercing Studio in Willard, and Rogers Flowers. All proud sponsors bringing you high school football all season long right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's talk about our keys to the game. Brought to you by our friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. For the Tigers, it's going to be key for them to create some turnovers. They need to win the line of scrimmage, and they have to capitalize on mistakes. Well, that has happened 2 out of 3 so far. The line of scrimmage still up for debate. For the Eagles, take care of the ball. Don't get beat deep. Grind out some possessions. They need to grind out some clock. And those are the keys to the game. Once again, brought to you by our friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. If you're looking for keys for your new home, head over to First National Bank of Sycamore and see them first. Get your pre-approval. Robinson slings it down the right sideline. That is complete. Deponette on the reception, and they're all over it again. Once again, a flag on the play. They're going to call pass interference. I think the kid fell.
Yeah, it looked like he might have got a little shove in there.
Well, they're both allowed to go up and get the ball.
Take a look here.
Yeah, that's a pass interference. Yep. Got a little push. Got a little shoving. Some sloppy football here in the first half by the Tigers. We've had a few offensive infractions. That was a big play, and it's going to be wiped out.
Yeah, I want to know how many yards they've given up now.
Yeah, Eric, at least probably 70, 80 yards so far here.
Plays brought back by infractions here.
Once again, this tonight is the debut of our new halftime segment. It'll be the fastest 3 minutes in Seneca County. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it to a break, and then we're going to come back for the marching band performance. And then with about 5 minutes left before the end of the halftime, so we might cut out the end of the marching band a little bit, but we'll get most of the marching band in. We're going to send it back to the studio as Tommy and Greg are live in studio with the fastest 3 minute segment, a little roundup of all the area scores and everything that's going on and around the area. And then we'll come back here with a live breakdown. 3rd and long, 32 yards. They got to convert. Over the middle, complete, and they pick it up. 32 yards they had to get, and they pick up 33. Actually give them 35 up to the 45-yard line inside Eagle territory. That's a first down, Tigers.
And I'll tell you, the first thing I looked for is I looked in the backfield to see if there was a flag flying, and the kid had thrown a football off in the background over here, and I thought a flag was flying. I said, oh, Nate, hang on.
So the Tigers convert after 2 penalties. I mean, they had 3rd and 2, Eric. They move it back 3rd and 17. They move it back again, 3rd and 32. And they pick up 34 yards and get the first. Robinson, that should be a false start as the receivers got a little bit of a head start. I think he wanted the snap a little earlier than what it came to him.
I think maybe that was a play designed up for him. He was a little jumpy, ready
maybe.
to go. It was Deponette, so that's probably pretty good chances of that.
7:38 left here in the first half. Tigers with 1 timeout left. Monroeville with all 3. First down and 15. 5-yard penalty moves them back to midfield. So give us a verdict, Jacob, ribeye. Where we at?
10 out of 10. That was good.
I think, honestly, I had the ones at the fair over the summer. Mm-hmm. I went to both booths. They don't even come close.
No.
Yeah.
And I am a huge fair ribeye guy, but these are just off the charts, man.
So have you even told Jacob about the Tiger Dogs yet?
No. Shh. Robinson going to take off and run with it. Puts some moves on the defense, and he's going to be down around the 40-yard line. Coach is probably going to have a little talk with him about, hey, buddy, you are a baseball player. Let's see that slide.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you taking too many hits like that. There was 3 defenders converging there on one offensive player. Let's see you slide a little bit.
That extra yard's not that important.
Like, I know you're a baseball player. I know he can slide, too. 7 minutes to play in the first half. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Score update from Columbia and Mansfield as Tornadoes lead at 14-0 in the first half. Robinson hands it off. Gayhart up the middle. Off the right side, bounces it. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he is out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 27. First down, Seneca East. Clyde leading Toledo Start 14-0. Fremont Ross. Is that right? Because I thought earlier it said Sandusky was winning. Now it's saying Fremont Ross 20-0. That's the accuracy of score stream, folks. Hopewell Loudon 23-0 over Huron. Carey 14-0 on Galleon. Calvert leading St. Paul 7-0 in the second quarter.
Got eyes on that game, I think.
I do have a reporter over there, my wife actually, over there with one of our cameras getting some highlights. I was upset I couldn't be over there. I don't like missing very many of his games, man. He's a senior this year. I want to be there for as many as I can. But thankfully, I've got a teammate. I got a good partner that is helping me out. I'll tell you what, I could not do this without her. And I thank her so much for everything she does. Very thankful for her being there tonight. 1st and 10 Tigers. Ball at the 27-yard line. Robinson in the shotgun with Jackson Gayhart. 2 receivers on each side of the formation, split out wide.
Closer we get to that.
Trying to sort out the play clock. There's a new play clock here. They just installed these play clocks here at Tigers Field over the offseason, so just getting used to the system here. Robinson brings a man in motion. Hand it off to Gayhart. Left side. Gayhart keeps those legs churning. And he's got it down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Pickup of 3.
I was just getting ready to say, the closer we get to that Riehm red zone, the more you're going to see that big number 44 just toting the rock.
Mohawk leading Cardington Lincoln 28-0. Shotgun formation. Handoff. Klein bounces off a tackle. Gets it down inside the 20. They'll mark him close to the first down. I think he's going to be just short. So it'll be 3rd and about a yard. But the ball inside the Riehm red zone at the 19-yard line. Using a wireless signal for the play clock. And we know all about wireless and people.
Yeah.
Bodies are 70% water. Frequencies don't travel through water. So when you get a bunch of people in between your signals, it'll interfere with it.
Or when you get a cameraman leaning up against it.
That's right. And a timeout called by the Tigers with 5:13 left to play here in the first half. Tigers lead at 7-6. They have it inside the red zone. 3rd and 1 coming up after this timeout, brought to you by our friends at Adventure Driving Academy. Once again, make sure you stick around for the halftime show, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. We'll have our marching band performance presented by Forte Music. I'll have Eric show Donnie how to go down and grab a fan of the game. We'll get a little picture, and we'll get that for you in the second half. You might tune in. Our fan of the game brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Of course, if you're watching at home and you want to send us your setup, how you watching the game, send it to us. We'll get you in here. You might be entered in to win our fan of the game, brought to you by our friends at Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. And don't forget about our fastest 3 minutes in Seneca County. Tommy Hall, Greg the Wizard Kinn, live in studio at Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin, bringing you all the updates from around the area as we got a lot of local teams in action tonight.
It's so cool watching some of these ideas that we've had for years actually coming to light.
Yeah.
And, throwing it down to the studio at halftime. I mean, just showing how far we've come. So glad to be along the ride for this.
Handoff, left side. Klein on the short yardage. That's the second time they went to Klein in short yardage situations. Eric, I'm not saying that, I don't know anything about this coaching staff and their tendencies, but, Jackson Gayhart is the short yardage guy you would think, but it seems like Elijah Klein has earned some minutes here and earned these reps to get these opportunities. And that's a big first down conversion right there from Elijah Klein.
And it may be just a diversion tactic where you think that they're going to focus in on Gayhart and
They fake the handoff, sling it right side. Gayhart on the reception. He's got it at the 10, at the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Seneca East. Branson Robinson once again finds Jackson Gayhart out of the backfield, and the Tigers are back on the board. It's 13-6 with 4:45 left here in the first half.
Looks pretty familiar, just the other side of the field. Just sneak him out, goes in untouched.
Beautifully drawn up and beautifully executed there by the Tigers. And that's what you got to do. When you get inside that Riehm red zone, you have to capitalize. You don't want to come away empty-handed, and they did not. You don't want to be like me looking for my ribeye up here and like, Jacob. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Isaac Stockmaster knocks it through, and the Tigers take an 8-point lead. 4:45 left to play here in the first half, and that was a lengthy scoring drive, Eric.
Yeah, took a lot of time off the clock. Keeping this game close and looking at these extra points, if it comes down to a field goal, I don't think Seneca East is going to be too worried to send him out there for one, because he's looking pretty good so far.
Well, and they displayed a lot of perseverance on that drive, Eric. How many times did you see them get set back by a penalty and just continue to overcome those setbacks and still come away with the points there?
Yep. I mean, you come up with a long first down when you're already driven back, and you get driven back even further after completing that. It usually kind of takes the wind out of the sail, and to be able to come down and get that long first down, it didn't even take them three plays to do it. And then after that, it's just precision.
And that's exactly what it was, precision, which is what you can find when you visit our friends at Sage Salon and Spa. Precision. Chase the hairstylist, Chase Comer, big shout out for him jumping on board with us after last week's broadcast. He messaged me and said, hey, I want to get on board with you guys. I love what this is, and I want to get the word out about what we're doing here. They got a new thing going, Sage Salon and Spa, a lot of new faces, and I tell you what, folks, it's a great business, community-minded people. As the Eagles bring it back to the 27-yard line, flag flies in at the end of the play. But just a big shout out to Chase Comer and Sage Salon and Spa for coming through, jumping on board with us for the rest of the season. Folks, when these sponsors commit to us, we need you to commit to them. So if you're out there and you're thinking, I haven't had my hair cut in a while, or I need my nails done, or I don't need a massage, head on in and see our friends at Sage Salon and Spa, one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports, picking up the rest of the high school football season.
I tell you, I can speak for the massages. I've had a massage by Chase. They're incredible.
There you go.
Macy just got her hair done by Chase 2 days ago before school started.
Nice.
So her hair's looking great. They do a great job down there.
Well, there you go. First-hand testimonial, folks.
Yeah, that's the second year in a row she's went to Chase to get her hair done right before school.
That's awesome.
So that speaks for it. She's going back.
There you go. Yeah, I wonder what he could do for me. You think he could add a little bit up top?
He got Macy's a beautiful shade of blonde. So
if I grow it out a little bit, maybe
that for you too.
Get a little tuft here.
Maybe you should just go with the massage.
Boom! Big hit on the carry as Ethan Smiley, junior running back, carries it off the left side, picks up a nice gain. Got it up near the first down marker. They'll pick up 8 on the carry, but he was hit hard at the end of that run.
Yeah, he's not smiling right now.
All right, Tommy, there you go. Fill in those shoes. Exactly what we needed.
Oh, that one was, that was just laid up. That was a layup.
4 minutes left in the first half. 2nd down and 2. Colton Clark off the left side, spins out of a tackle, and falls forward for the first down up to the 30-yard line. Senior quarterback Colton Young, 5'11", 175-pounder, but he was not afraid of contact there.
Nope. Moving the sticks.
That's a first down for the Eagles.
That's a big drive for them right here.
It is.
Going into halftime, down 8.
Well, they're going to turn, and the Tigers are going to get the ball after half. And you remember that Eagles turned it over on that opening kickoff. So
Yep.
Fakes the handoff. Clark slings it left side. Incomplete. Looking for his receiver. I don't think that was. I think the feet just got caught up there on the sideline. Intended for Ethan Smythe. Actually, that was intended for Alex Dowell. Jamison Roofing on the coverage. This sophomore class for this Seneca East team is stacked.
Yeah,
Eric.
I was taking a look at it earlier. And
there's just so many talented kids on this team in that sophomore class. Not saying anything about senior, junior. There's a lot of talent on this whole team. But, man, they are loaded with talent in that sophomore class.
I have a feeling we'll be spending a lot of time in the next couple of years here.
Absolutely. Handoff off the right side. Ethan Smiley, the running back, picks up about 4. Yeah, push him up to about the 35-yard line. I do want to give a big shout-out to the Seneca East athletic boosters, Doug Mason, the staff here at Seneca East. Just the friendliness and hospitality we get every time we come over here, it's unmatched, folks. There's a reason why I brag about this school so much. We get treated like royalty over here, and we love it. That's why we love coming here.
Yeah.
We're not treated like we're stealing gate money from them.
Yeah. Yeah, I took a video of you walking over to the concession stand and shaking hands with, every 5 feet we went, there was somebody that you were shaking hands, saying hi to. And then, he was nice enough to give us a nice little impromptu interview right there at the ribeye station, and
that was awesome.
Always treated so well here.
But once again, big shout out to Seneca East with these new streaming fees this year with the N10. Uncharted territory for us. They have graciously agreed to waive all streaming fees, and we're going to list them as a sponsor all year long for any Seneca East game. So big shout out to Seneca East. Doing what's right.
Yep.
Because I'm not in this to get rich, folks. And I'm not. I'm definitely not getting rich. You can check my taxes are all on record. Trust me.
Well, and it just shows that they see what we're doing here, and we're spotlighting these kids, and they want to get them spotlighted.
Clark slings it right, incomplete. Looking for Reed Wasserman. Junior receiver, 5'10", 169 pounds. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, and this is not how you wanted this drive to end here, Eric.
Nope.
Unable to move it past the 35. They're going to have to punt it away.
Left plenty of time. Yeah, that's not what you wanted. It's exactly what you wanted if you were a Seneca East fan. But
now, if you're the Eagles, if you can stand tall defensively, you got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. If you can get the stops, get the ball back with a little bit of time, but that's going to be the key. You got to get stops. Punt fielded at the 40-yard line. Polacek on the return. Boy, he lowers the boom on his way out of bounds there. Nice hit on the play by number 19, John Welter, as he drives him out of bounds, but Polacek, he went right into him with the contact there. Inside Eagles territory, the Tigers will start at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, now if you're the Tigers here, you're really hoping to punch this in because you know you're getting the ball back after half, and you can really try to put your foot down here, assert your dominance, try to put this game away early. After it looked like you could go into halftime with this game real close, hopefully you can get a little distance there, separate yourself a little bit here.
You got no timeouts, but plenty of time. You got no hurry. There's no reason to hurry here. 48 yards to go.
You got great field position.
Yep. Robinson back to pass. Steps up into the pocket. He's going to take off and run with it. Evades one defender, and he's going to be cut down about a yard past the line of scrimmage. Picks up a yard on the scramble. He's going to find out real soon, Eric. These defenders in high school football, they can go side to side really easily. They can go sideline to sideline. So some of those looks that might be open in JV or open in junior high, those aren't going to be as open in high school. That's going to close up really quick.
Yeah, you see that corner and you're like, I think I can get there. Yeah, I couldn't get there.
That's the maturation process of a young quarterback. 2nd down and 9. Robinson back to pass, slings it right, complete. Deponette on the reception. Jaron Deponette pushes it past the 45 down to the 44-yard line. That'll set him up with a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and about 5 to go. Look at Donnie's already got Travis running the camera. It was supposed to be second half, Donnie.
Well, hopefully he's out there looking for a fan
I mean,
of the
it's
game,
looking good. You see it on the camera. He's doing a great job.
He is.
Dane, if Donnie's not doing the work out there, he needs to be looking for a fan of the game. Then
I'm just saying.
It should have been a giveaway since it was good that it wasn't Donnie. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Robinson back to pass. Hit. Gets out of pressure. And he's going to be dropped.
Got another flag in the area of holding, which I'm not sure you want to accept that.
That is going to be another holding penalty against these Tigers. Interestingly enough, Eric, it's only on one side. These holding penalties aren't the Eagles aren't getting called.
No.
And I'm not saying that they're not holding. I'm just saying or I'm not saying that, it's one-sided with these calls. I'm just saying Tigers got to clean it up.
Yeah.
They got to clean up this offensive blocking here because Robinson's getting some pressure, but also this line's getting through, Eric. They're causing havoc.
It's going to be a decision trying to figure out that the Hog Molly award tonight.
The Pit Boss Hoss Award.
Yeah.
I like that award, too. That's a good one. Hog Molly Award.
That was the most Tommy thing I've heard tonight.
Oh, yeah. 4th down coming up. Got a timeout called. 1 minute, 20 seconds left here in the first half. And this is what you wanted here. You're Monroeville.
Yep. You got to get this stop. I mean, there's not a lot of time on the clock, but even if you can't punch it down there, you really need to stop them from at least putting some more points on the board here, being down 2 score.
Some score updates for, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to bother because here in about a minute and a half, we're going to be sending it back to the studio. They can get you caught up on all those score updates.
Be perfect.
Once again, live in studio, we have Tommy Hall and Greg the Wizard Kinn set to join us at halftime for the fastest 3-minute segment in Seneca County. As Tommy and Greg will break down all the area action and get you caught up on the first half here. That'll come to you after we take a little break. We'll come back and do the marching band performance, and then we'll send it to the studio. But first, we got a 4th and 9 coming up with the Tigers punt unit onto the field. Colton McConnell on to punt it away for Seneca East here. Gets the punt away. It's a wobbler, and it'll get out of bounds. See where they mark it out. Let's see where he marks it. 25. That's where they'll mark it out. At the 25-yard line. So Monroeville's got 75 yards to go. 2 timeouts in their back pocket. And a minute and 14 left.
What do you do here? Now you got a minute 14 left.
It's going to depend on this first play. It really is. Because you didn't get anything off the return, so now it's probably going to be a draw or some kind of a screen play here. Try to see if you can take the teeth out of the defense a little bit. And if you can pick up 10, 15 yards, then you're going to go into the no-huddle, quick offense. But it all depends on this first play here. And that's going to be it.
Yep, that'll.
Big stop behind the line. Bentley Gayhart back there to make the stop.
Yeah, that'll put a damper in the plans.
Yeah. If it's not Jackson Gayhart, it's Bentley Gayhart. You're going to have to watch out. A couple of wrestlers out there. They're not. Once they get a hold of you, you're going down.
Oh, yeah.
You are going down. And that's what I expected here. Eagles let that clock roll.
Yep, you got enough plays here to just drain this clock out, head into halftime down 8. You still got 1 score. You know you're going to be kicking off.
Clark fakes the handoff, spins out of a tackle, falls forward to about the 25-yard line. That should be the final play of the first half. We'll see.
Yep, 20 seconds left. Play clock.
I think they're just going to take that one to halftime, most likely. We'll see. Yep. That's going to be the end of the first half. Seneca East leads it 14-6. As we head to the locker room, don't forget, folks, our halftime show brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria, where we will have our marching band performance here shortly. Brought to you by Forte Music. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
At Yanich Oral Surgery in Marion, they specialize in dental implants and advanced oral care, all in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Restore your smile. Renew your confidence. Visit YanichOralSurgery.com. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. Getting your license is more than passing a test. It's learning the skills to stay safe every time you hit the road. At Adventure Driving Academy, experienced instructors prepare new drivers with the knowledge, confidence, and behind-the-wheel training they need. Adventure Driving Academy. Let your adventure start with us.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Next is minutes. The hit of Madonna's features Justin Timberlake and Timberland. Get ready for their exciting performance, full of energy and rhythm.
Is this the mic?
Testing. Oh, wow, I can hear myself. That's really loud.
Tonight's show,
I wasn't expecting to be on
Monroeville
yet.
Marching Band performance.
Keep it down here.
Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. Clap along as the band and Gracie Steele brings the show to an exciting finish.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah, so he got the ball for a touchdown. Good job. Woo. We're walking here real quick. So we're just doing this now, guys. Wait, is this mic muted? Is this mic muted for them? Or can they hear me?
No. Ready?
No.
That's a sweet mic. Yes. That mic's sweet.
Give it up one more time for your incredible Monroeville Eagles band. And the one, the only, twirler, Grace Cecil.
Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, the Seneca East Tiger Pride Marching Band proudly presents its 2026 production, Cartoons Through the Ages, under the direction of Junior Field Commander Natalie Snavely and Sophomore Field Commander Peyton Walters. Tonight's show takes us on a musical journey through the history of animation, from classic cartoons that have entertained generations to some of today's most beloved animated characters. Please help me introducing the Seneca East Marching Band. Our first selection celebrates some of the most recognizable cartoon music ever created. Cartoon Capers takes us through the world of Looney Tunes, the Pink Panther, the Flintstones, and Scooby-Doo. 4 classics that help define Saturday morning cartoons for generations. The Seneca East Tiger Pride Marching Band presents Cartoon Capers. Yesterday, we traveled to a world of adventure, friendship, and 150 or more monsters to be discovered. First introduced in the late 1990s, Pokemon became a worldwide phenomenon and remains one of the most recognizable franchises in popular culture. Our journey now arrives in the modern era of animation. Cartoon Hits features music from 3 generations of animated entertainment. The Adventures of Doug, The Magical Mischief of the Fairly Odd Parents, and the worldwide phenomenon of Bluey. Thank you for your enthusiastic support.
All right, folks. Once again, thank you to Forte Music for our marching band performance. We're going to send it to the studio, back at Studio Squared, for the fastest 3 minutes in Seneca County. Our Who's Halftime studio break comes at you next.
Hey folks, Tommy Hall here, live from the Heart of Ohio Sports Command Center. You're watching the halftime show as I have the Who's halftime show scores from around the area. We have our finger on the pulse, and we're going to go over some of the scores in your area right now. Starting off with over Mohawk, making the trip over to Cardington for a battle where the Mohawk Warriors got out to an early lead and are just dominating there at the half, 42-6 over Cardington. And then Cooper Snyder is live on location over at Huron for Hopewell Loudon and the Huron Tigers, where again, those Huron Tigers or those Hopewell Loudon Chieftains have a commanding lead, 23-0 at the half. If we go around our area and our backyard for Tiffin Calvert taking on Old Foal in the Norwalk St. Paul Flyers. We're in that one. That game is tied up 7-7. Now, to your extreme game, let's talk about Tiffin Columbian. They're up 28-0. Mason Sites, 21 carries for 157 yards and 3 touchdowns just in that first half. And now let's go back over to the adrenaline stream, the game that you're watching for Nate Mullins and Eric Hall on the call for Seneca East. And those Monroeville Eagles.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that one.
Got a good game going on there too, Tommy.
Oh, absolutely. As Nate Mullins on the call right now. Don't forget to tune in to the post-game show here live from the Command Center for the Friday nightcap, as we're going to have a whole fallout from week 2 and go over all the scores from the area as they come in. We're going to try to be on that one between 9:45 and 10 o'clock, so don't go anywhere after the game. You want to tune back into Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Nate, back to you over at...
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
Make some memories this fall at Riehm Produce Farm's Barnyard Fun Adventures. Take on the corn maze, ride the hayride, catch the pig races, grab some delicious food, fire the pumpkin cannon, and explore more than 30 family-friendly attractions. Barnyard Fun Adventures, September 19th through November 1st at Riehm Produce Farm. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. And we're back here in the jungle, live, Tiger Stadium in Attica. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the halftime show, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Still working out the kinks with our halftime segment, but I thought that went pretty good.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool, man.
Honestly, that is really cool for us to be able to send it back to the studio for a halftime segment. Tommy wraps up all the stuff that's going on around the area. We bring it back, and we are ready to start here in the second half. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it makes you feel so professional. Just like a little ESPN action going on there.
It makes me proud because we're able to pull all this together and push. I mean, we're pushing the envelope here with high school football broadcast.
Yeah, great job by everyone getting that set up. A good job, Tommy and Greg in the studio.
Yeah.
Getting things wrapped up.
Tommy's
good
the man
recap
for the job there, too.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Tommy does a great job with that.
And he's already into sound bites, not podcasts, in second week of the season.
Yeah.
In rare form. The Eagles kick it away, and we're underway here in the second half. Tigers return it from the 20-yard line. A couple of broken tackles, but they bring it up to about the 39-yard line. That's where they'll be brought down. Trevin Cottingham on the return. There's another former Eagle. Known that young man for a long time. That's from the Mansfield game.
Oh.
2. Couldn't pick. Connor could not pick. He said, nope, it's got to be 2.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that was the case there.
All right. 1st and 10, Tigers at the 39. Branson Robinson back to pass. They set up a little screenplay to Colton Young.
Oh, man.
But that defense read that one like a book. Had it covered. No gain on the play.
Yeah, he tried to sneak out of there. Had a hold of that shoulder pad, and he wasn't getting anywhere.
Jameson Roofing on the reception. I always forget their 7 looks like a 1 over here when it's on the second, when it's like a single number.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they get a little bunched up.
Yeah, it's got that curve to it, the 7s too.
Shotgun formation. Robinson back to pass. Slings it down the right side. He's got a man. Whoa! What a catch, but unable to come up with it. Kane Price almost brought in an unbelievable catch down the right sideline.
He's part of that sophomore class that we talked about earlier it's up and coming, and man, that was almost a beautiful catch.
Another one of those former Eagles out there. Kane Price. What a phenomenal young man. He's one of those kids that he's a coach's dream. You know, he's, yes, sir, shakes your hand, looks you in the eye. Great kid. Raised by some great parents, too.
You had a lot of those Eagles teams coming up.
I knew how to draft them. You draft parents, not kids. Robinson rolls to his left, slings it left. Complete. He's got it up. Jackson Gayhart. Little wheel route out of the backfield there. Or is that Gayhart? No, that's actually Jarrett Boehm. Another reception for Boehm.
Yeah, he's a little slow coming up. He took a shot there at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like he's grabbing at his leg there.
A little Charlie horse. He'll be all right.
Yep. Staying in the game. Not going to stop him.
Boy, Robinson, you give him some time and he could just drop it in a bucket. 1st and 10. Robinson rolls to the right. Another holding call against the Tigers. This one slings it deep. He's got a man, and this one's coming back, folks. A nice play by Jarrett Boehm. But this one's probably coming back as we got a holding call in the backfield.
You hate to see it. That's another 40 yards.
Can we get a look at that replay on that? I want to see where the hold was. They are really ticky-tack with those holding calls. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Mohawk all over Cardington Lincoln. It was 42-0 at halftime.
You think they're a little mad at themselves after last week?
Oh, yeah. They're a little upset. They didn't like the way that one turned out. Columbian leading Mansfield Senior 28-0 at half. Clyde leading Start 30-0. Ross over Sandusky 30-0. Gibsonburg has taken the lead over Rogers now 23-21 after trailing 21-7. Robinson back to pass. Slings it, got his man, Deponette, right about the original line of scrimmage is where he comes down with it. That'll be a good for about 10, maybe, about 10 yards. You get all those penalty yards back, it'll set him up with a second down and 10.
Such a pretty pass, too. He just laid that right in there.
He's got touch. Like, that's one thing that I've noticed about this young man is, yeah, he's got a good deep ball, but, man, he puts it right where he wants it. 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers off to the far side, 1 on the near. Hard count. Low snap. Robinson gets it under control. They sling it out left to Gayhart. Gayhart skips out of a tackle. Past the first down marker, dragging defenders inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Jackson Gayhart pushes the ball inside the Riehm red zone with a punishing run after the catch.
Yeah, refusing to go down. He picked up another 10 yards after I thought he was already down.
And that is the MO for young Jackson Gayhart, is he is one of those guys that refuses to go down on first contact. He's almost offended when he goes down on first contact. I do want to give a big shout out to number 0, Colton Ayersman, senior for this team. Tore his meniscus in a preseason game and was unable to play his senior year. This handoff up the middle, Elijah Klein on the carry. But big shout out to Colton Ayersman, just a great young man. Went to school with his dad. I mean, you hate seeing stuff like that happen.
It's just so tough. I mean, and what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. But
well, what you can do is you can get ready for baseball. You can put everything you have into making sure that you're ready to go by baseball season, and that's, I think, his goal. Is he's going to be ready for baseball. He's a baseball kid. He's obviously a football kid too, but once again, our thoughts go out with him and hopefully makes a speedy recovery. Elijah Klein, the ball carrier. Gets it down near the 10-yard line. They'll mark him at about the 12. Got a 3rd down coming up.
And there we go. We see Klein in there getting those in between the tackle carries.
Yep.
Before we'd seen that, we'd seen Gayhart kind of sneak out to the outside there. See what they draw up here on 3rd and 6.
That is one thing about this coaching staff is they might show you one thing one week on film because they want to show you, they want you to think they're going to do that so they can do something else the next week. It's all about adjustment for the opponent and just knowing what they do and doing it well. Robinson into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Jaron Deponette across the back of the end zone comes down with it. And the Tigers take a 20-6 lead with 7:38 left to play.
That's exactly what you were hoping for. If you're a Tigers fan, you come out here to start the second half and put your foot down. Get that 2-score lead coming right out of the locker room.
Boy, those little Giants are pretty upset about that forfeit. You think so?
You want to talk about
43-0 on Sandusky right now?
Talk about being upset. They are just taking it out on poor Sandusky.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Isaac Stockmaster knocks through another one. He is 3 for 3 on extra points tonight. And the Tigers take a 21-6 lead with 7:38 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see, do we have our fan of the game ready yet?
We do.
Awesome. Tonight's fan of the game brought to you by our friends at Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Chase Ziegler. Our fan of the game, the bleacher creature for tonight. Big shout out to Chase. We'll post his picture later next week. But folks, once again, we can't thank Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants enough for jumping on board with us all season long here for high school football and helping give the fans something to be proud of. you know?
Yep.
They're out here. They're working too. They're sweating.
Yeah, you should see that student section down there. As soon as Chase put that cape on, it turned him into the leader. He turned around to everybody, and he's enjoying rocking that cape right now.
Oh, look at the moon in the background. That is a good shot. I seen you taking a picture, and I'm like, what is he doing? Oh.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Tell you the other awesome part about this, the whole ambiance is having the sprint cars going off in the background. I used to do that every Friday night with my dad.
Hudson Bauer on the return for the Eagles. Brought down at the 23-yard line. Yeah, the raceway in the background is just iconic. It's the sounds of Friday nights in the fall in Attica.
Yeah, my childhood.
Man, mine too. I grew up in this area, so yeah. Can't get enough of it. The sights, the smells, the sounds. Man, live it up. Soak it up. Just want to sop it up with a biscuit.
Yeah.
7:33 left here in the third. Tigers on defense, trying to make the stop here as the Eagles take over at the 23-yard line. Colton Clark pushes forward for a yard gain.
And this is big for Monroeville. They need to make something happen here. They've their last few drives have stalled.
An official's timeout here. Not sure what happened. Make sure you stick around for our post-game show. We'll have a brief wrap-up here at the stadium, and then we will send it back to Studio Squared for the Friday nightcap. It's Tommy, Greg, and all the crew will be in studio. I'll jump on as soon as we get back. Like, as soon as we get back to the studio, I'm going to jump on and talk some football with Tommy because this is a great game and a great atmosphere over here. Clark slings it left side, complete. Dowell on the reception, has it down to about the 25 before he's brought down. Jackson Gayhart on the stop for that Tigers defense.
Yeah, and that Friday night recap, another new part of we've added in here at Heart of Ohio Sports this year, and I thought that was really cool to see last week.
Speaking of new, we got somebody down on the sidelines right now, and he's been down there for about 6 minutes. This is initiation, Donnie, because this is what Eric has to go through. So you don't always get to talk whenever you want to talk. You just got to stand down there and wait till we throw it to you. We'll talk to Donnie Hannam after this play. He's down on the sidelines. 3rd and 9. Colton Clark steps up into the pocket, slings it down the middle of the field. He's got a man at the 43-yard line. What a catch by Reed Wasserman.
And Donnie is already making the sideline magic work. Do you remember any time you would go to throw it to me, something great would happen, and then you just forget all about me down there?
That's exactly what happens
it's the
most
Donnie
of the time.
magic. What a play.
All right, Donnie, what'd you think about that one? Big play. What happened on that defense? Little lapse there?
Oh, when you're watching the secondary the entire game, the wide receivers are having their way with the defense already, with those DBs in the back. So to see one break loose, it was normal to see because they're just having their way with blocks and all sorts of things.
All right, there you have it. Donnie Hannam down on the sideline. We'll check in with him throughout the second half. Travis Salyer on the overhead cam for us here tonight. Doing a phenomenal job. He's taken over since about 4 minutes left in the first half. Yeah. So all the camera work that you've been seeing here, it's our new camera guy doing a great job for us. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Eagles. They have pushed it down to the 39-yard line. Big catch from Reed Wasserman. Boy, we've seen some great catches here in the first couple weeks. Eagles come out in a shotgun formation. Clark takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left. He's going to take off and run with it, and he's going to be cut down. Jarrett Boehm on the stop for the Tigers, but they do pick up the first down, Eric.
Yeah, and that's exactly – they're doing exactly what they need to do right now. They're moving the sticks, getting it closer to that Riehm red zone, and a score here is absolutely necessary.
They have to get a score here. With under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter, you're staring at, less than 17 minutes to go in this game. You've got to get a score because these Tigers, they haven't been They haven't been stopped yet here tonight. Only a couple punts. 1st and 10. Clark going to keep it now right side. Breaks through the defense into the second level, and he's brought down by the safety before he's able to make it to the end zone, but he is inside the Riehm red zone. Colton Clark finding some running room in the defense. They've got it down to the 13-yard line.
Yep, moving those sticks again, making this game interesting, trying to make this a one-score game here. We're getting late in the third quarter.
There's your replay brought to you by our friends at Clouse Construction. 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line. Ball at the 14. Clark in the shotgun. Hands it off left side, and this time the defense there to make the stop. Jackson Gayhart meets him at the line of scrimmage and comes up with a stop.
Looks like he might have taken a shot to the leg there. Hopefully that's just a cramp. Looked like he started to get up and then kind of rolled
Most
over
likely
to the
it's
side.
probably a cramp with him. He's a tough kid.
Yeah, I think he took a helmet right to the quad.
That's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Of course, this timeout brought to you by our friends at Adventure Driving Academy. Ball inside the Riehm red zone. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Tigers, or for the Eagles. Tigers defense on their heels here. Don't forget, we have our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. We'll tell you who it is in the fourth quarter, and then we'll get an interview with him on the field, and then we will post that interview later today or tomorrow, most likely later tonight, because I'll be in the studio late night tonight. I got plans tomorrow, so I got to get my stuff done tonight. And we'll also have our Pit Boss Hoss Award brought to you by City Barbecue in Findlay.
Or Hog Molly, you know.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Tonight's Pit Boss Hoss is brought to you by City Barbecue in Findlay. Whether you're feeding the family or the whole team, City Barbecue has you covered with catering for parties of any size. City Barbecue, serving up the best in the pit for the best in the trenches.
I love that award. I'm so glad that we decided to add that this year, because every time I would go down there, pick out a player of the game, we'd have those big men going, come on, show me some love. You saw me out there. You saw me pushing them guys around. Well, we got some love for them big men this year, thanks to City Barbecue.
Absolutely. And it's good to see Jackson Gayhart able to make it to his feet and make it off the field on his own. Didn't need any help to get to the sideline there, so most likely either cramping or some kind of thing that isn't anything to worry about.
A little stinger.
Yeah.
Take a helmet right to the leg. See how you like it.
Clark on the keeper up the middle. And that line just keeps pushing. And they've got it down to the 7-yard line. Nice 8-yard gain on that play. Give him 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Or 3rd down and 3. Did you tell him he has to stay in between the 30s, Eric?
No.
Oh, you didn't give him any training? Clark going to keep it up the middle. And it looks like he's going to be right at the 1st down marker. We'll see where they spot it. Should be good enough to move the chains, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
No, I just give him the training that I got. That's on the job training.
What, you mean throw him in the water and hope he can swim? First and goal, ball at the 3-yard line. Eagles. Got to get this one in the end zone here. 3 minutes to play. Clark keeps it off the right side. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Monroeville. Colton Clark plunges in from 3 yards out to bring the Eagles back to within 9. Now they need the extra point here, Eric. They need to get at least 1, if not 2 points, because you got to make this a one-score game.
Yes, sir. So what do you do here? Are you going to go for that 2 now?
With that extra point blocked the last time, I don't know if you're going to go for an extra point this time. I think you're going to keep the offense on the field, try to pick up this 2 points. But here, this Seneca East defense, if you can come up with a stop here,
yeah, you keep this
it's a 2-score game. You got to stop Colton Clark. I think that's the one I'd key on right here. Clark Off the right side. Hit. Falls into the end zone.
It's going to be close.
And they're going to mark him short.
Did not get it.
He did not get in. And the Tigers defense holds strong on the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-score game. So the Eagles, all that work to get down there, Eric, they punch it in.
They did exactly what they needed to do. And then
but it's still a 2-score game.
The last second just falls short.
That's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, that's it hurts the spirits a little bit, but there's still plenty of time left. So you gotta stick in this game. Seneca East proved it last week that it can be done. Let's see if it can be done against them. Monroeville down 2-score here, getting later in the game.
Columbian on top of Mansfield, 35-7. Once again, you can find that one over on the X Stream. Search Heart of Ohio Sports X Stream on YouTube, or just go to heartofohiosports.com. Click on the Watch Live tab. You can find both games live and paywall free. Clyde leading Toledo Start 30-0. I don't have a score update since halftime on that one. Fremont Ross leading 44-0 over Sandusky. That's in the fourth quarter. Should be a running clock with that one. Galleon and Carey all tied up at 14 apiece. That one's in the third quarter. Gibsonburg leading Toledo Rogers 23-21. Still no score update since halftime on that one. Hopewell Loudon leading Huron 30-0 in the fourth quarter. Of course, we'll have a recap from that. Cooper Snyder and Tristan Bright over there in Huron, getting all the highlights and recap video for you. Ugh. This is one thing I cannot stand about ScoreStream. It's like, I don't care about your ads. Get out of here. Can I just pay for a paid version? Oh, what a return here. Once again, Trevin Cottingham on the return for the Tigers, brings it up past the 40. And the Tigers set up in great field position at the 43-yard line. Bellevue leading Wauseon 28-14 in the third quarter. Ontario all over Norwalk, 51-0. Mohawk all over Cardington Lincoln, 49-7. Lakota pouring it on the Aces of Hicksville, 32-0. Robinson back to pass, slings it right, complete, and that's Jaron Deponette once again on the reception. Woodmore leading Toledo Christian, 28-6. Mount Gilead leading Upper Sandusky, 27-3. Port Clinton all over Fostoria, 21-0. And that's about it for our area teams. Margaretta trailing Western Reserve 14-7. Wadsworth, the Grizzlies, leading Hilliard-Davidson 13-8. Robinson back to pass, slings it over the middle. Deponette, nice reception. I tell you what, Eric, the cojones on this kid to throw that ball in there. There's 3 defenders there.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped him all night. It's been 3 defenders around Deponette all night, and he's threaded that needle.
And that timing, the chemistry between these two, it's just, I mean, whew. Fun to watch.
Man, what a little cut back there.
I see a drone up here. Is this Greg? Did he come all the way over here to Attica to get drone shots? He did that last week. He did that Columbian game. He came out and got some drone shots during the Columbian game. 1st and 10. Robinson in the shotgun, hands it off. Gayhart follows his blockers patiently. Plods his way forward past the 30 down to the 28, and a flag flies in at the end of the play.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit of a late hit in there.
A little bit of extracurricular activities.
Good to see Jackson Gayhart back out there, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll see if I got the replay of it. Maybe we can see
Donnie,
what happened here.
You got any insight for us down there?
No.
What's the matter, Donnie? Were you eating Skittles?
I was more focusing on number 4. So.
Yeah, Donnie, with the mic, you got it at the right level, but as soon as you turn your body, if your body's in between the antenna and the mic, it's going to cut out. So,
okay.
You're doing a great job down there.
Yeah.
Trying my best.
You got anything?
Nope.
Nope.
I was going to say number 14 for Seneca East keeps limping every time off the field, every single time, so keep that.
We'll keep an eye on that. Jarrett Boehm favoring I think it was his right leg what I saw earlier.
Yeah, he took a shot to that earlier today.
I think a helmet right to the thigh. That's, it's not fun.
They keep him out there, they're on coverage, so guys are exploiting that hip, so watch out for a big stretch on the side, too.
Hand off to Gayhart, bounces it to the right, breaks off a couple of tackles, and he's got it down near the 10-yard line. Just about a yard on the play. Give him 2nd and 9 coming up.
John Weller on the side for Monroeville. 2nd down and 9.
Tigers come out in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers near side, 2 on the far. Jackson Gayhart in the shotgun with Branson Robinson. Robinson takes the snap. Looking left side, complete. And we got a flag that flies in. Boy, I tell you what. Let's see who the pass interference is on here, because they have been on top of it with any kind of infraction on these Tigers tonight.
Yes.
I didn't see anything.
They're making them work for it tonight.
That's going to go against the Eagles, pass interference, and that will be a half the distance penalty. So you'll see most likely a 2nd down and 1 coming up here.
That's a good thing, too.
2nd down and 3, maybe 2. I don't know, something like that.
Some of these Tiger faithful are getting a little impatient with the calls here tonight. So they're pretty happy to see it go the other way this time.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't like it when calls don't go their way over here, Eric. I'm telling you.
Who does?
That's absolutely right, Donnie. Who does? 1:23 left here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers move it inside the Riehm red zone. 2nd down and 1. Robinson back to pass, slings it into the back of the end zone. He's got a man back there. Did he come down with it? No, they're saying incomplete. Flags fly in. And I think you're going to have a late hit. No, holding.
Oh, man.
On the offense. I think the referees got the notice that we were streaming the game. They just want some screen time tonight.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on. They just want to be on the screen here, man.
Oh, they're getting plenty of it here tonight.
Absolutely.
Making these Tigers work for everything.
So that'll be a... Let's see where they mark the ball at. That's going to set them way back. Are they still trying to figure out where the hold was? So that'll be... They still haven't even put the ball down yet. There he goes. All right, there it is.
Yeah, they moved it even.
Ball at the 16-yard line, 2nd down and about 12. Robinson by himself in the shotgun, 5 receivers set. They fake it to the motion man. Robinson slings it right side, back of the end zone, incomplete, looking for Jarrett Boehm. As I think he thought his receiver was going to run that fade towards the corner. And it just wasn't there.
Yeah, good coverage there, too. Just kind of staying in the way, but not being aggressive.
Boy, Avon taking a beating right now to Pine Richard out of Pennsylvania, 27-10. Defending state champs there.
Hello.
What's that?
Number 0, their quarterback is looking injured.
Uh-oh. That's something to keep an eye on.
He just had to come off. It may have just been a cramp, but yeah, he had to come off.
Looks like he was grabbing at his leg over there on the other sideline.
So we got a 3rd down and long coming up here. They need to move it past the 4-yard line to convert here. Robinson brings a man in motion. They fake it to him. Set up the screen left side. Nice little bubble screen there to the receiver. The jailbreak screen, I should say, not a bubble screen. And they got it down right at the 1st down marker. They will mark him at the 3 on 3rd and 12. Once again, the offense comes through. Big time 1st down.
Yep, Jamison roughing there with a big catch. Another part of that sophomore class.
40 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. This will probably be the last play here in the 3rd. We'll see what happens here. 1st and goal at the 3. 9-point ball game. Tigers on top, 21-12. Three seconds on the play clock, and we're going to get a timeout here as the Tigers going to talk things over. Their first timeout of the second half comes at the 22nd mark here in the third quarter. Let's go ahead and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here live from the jungle in Attica. Big shout out and a thank you to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, Riehm Produce Farm, City Barbecue in Findlay, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, Adventure Driving Academy, First National Bank of Sycamore, Vicek Orthodontics, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Sage Salon and Spa, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, the Ohio Army National Guard, UIS Insurance and Investments, Till Death Tattoo and Piercing in Willard, and Rogers Flowers. All proud sponsors bringing you high school football right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State, heart of Ohio sports. Big shout out to Terry Lease and the fine folks at Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless. Of course, I went to school with Terry. Big Seneca East supporter, but big supporter of local athletics. Bascom Communications is a great partner with us. They've partnered with us many times to support local athletics. Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, another proud sponsor here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Handoff up the middle. I think that's Jackson Gayhart. I believe that's who was on the carry. Donnie, did you catch the license plate on that one?
I believe it was Jackson Gayhart, yes.
There you go, 44 on the carry, Jackson Gayhart. Pushes it forward. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Your score, Seneca East 21, Monroeville 12. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Make some memories this fall at Riehm Produce Farm's Barnyard Fun Adventures. Take on the corn maze, ride the hayride, catch the pig races, grab some delicious food, fire the pumpkin cannon, and explore more than 30 family-friendly attractions. Barnyard Fun Adventures, September 19th through November 1st at Riehm Produce Farm.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to the jungle here in Attica, Ohio, live from Tiger Stadium. This beautiful field turf being christened here in week 2 here at Seneca East High School. Nate Mullins, Eric Hall on the call. We've got Jacob Studebaker-Ellis here in the press box doing a great job on production for us tonight. Travis Salyer running the camera for us here today. He's taking over here in the second half, and we have Donnie Hannam down on the sidelines pitching in with some insight and analysis. And that's going to be a loss on the play. Gayhart, the ball carrier, pushed backwards.
He is not happy either.
Not a whole lot of blocking up front on that one. These defensive linemen for Monroeville, boy, I tell you what, Alex Schaefer has been in on a lot of plays tonight.
Yeah, now you got an upset Jackson Gayhart in that backfield. I'd probably give him the rock right now, but
yeah, he just got the rock on that last one. Let's see what the call is here. And we're going to false start, I believe.
Flag, false start against the Tigers.
This is going to go against the Tigers.
Bring up third down and goal from the 8.
Going to bring up third down at the 8-yard line after the penalty. 5-yard penalty. I don't know about you, Eric, but I feel like as a coach, when I got inside the 5-yard line, unless you have a very dominant line up front, I almost would rather have the ball in between the 5 and the 10 than having it inside the 5. But that's just, I mean, obviously you get closer. It doesn't make any sense. You know, you want to be inside the 5 because you're closer to the end zone. But this gives me a little bit more working room here.
When you're that close, it takes away the back of the end zone, becomes a defender now.
Robinson pressured, dropped, sacked in the backfield for a loss. And a big-time stop by that Monroeville defense as they needed that one, man.
Yeah, talk about needing it. They were backed up with their backs up against their own goal line, and now they've just forced a 4th down, and it's decision time. I mean,
with Stockmaster being 3 for 3, but that doesn't do you any good. Like, what does 3 points do you? It doesn't do you any good.
Right.
So I keep the offense on the field. Even if you turn the ball over, they got to go 87 yards.
Exactly.
So I keep the offense on the field. Good call here. Ed Phillips rolling the dice. Robinson. Back to pass, rolls to his right, rolling, looking, slings it into the end zone. It's in the back of the end zone, incomplete, but we got a flag, flies in from the back judge.
Yep, that looks like it's going to be defensive this time.
It won't be a first down, though, Eric. It's still going to be 4th and goal. Even if it is a pass interference on the defense, they still have just 1 down to get this one.
To wait for the call here. Yeah, a lot of
I'm just going to be honest.
Suspense.
I like this rule. The fact that not everything is an automatic first down and all. To be honest, this needs to be more commonplace in the NFL, college football. Like, quit giving them such free yards on penalties. Like,
that is just such a gimme. It's such a cheap
I'm
shot.
I'm sick of it. I don't want to see that. I want to see teams line up and smash heads and play football. I don't want to see, you got a free 20 yards because of a spot foul.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a strategy that just chuck it up there and hope for a foul. That's how many times is that
as a Browns fan,
an actual strategy.
As a Browns fan, I'll tell you what, that was Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown's
that work against
go-to strategy. Oh, 3rd and long, let's just chuck it deep. We'll get a PI. So this will move the ball to the 6-yard line. 4th and goal. Bunch formation on the right side of the formation here. Robinson looking, slings it right side. Incomplete. A flag flies in from the back, and a flag flies in the back of the end zone. I think you're going to have offsetting penalties here.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 separate penalties there.
I think you're going to get hold on the offense and pass interference on the defense here.
Yeah, it was a pretty clear pass interference and a pretty clear hold. I don't think they're picking on anybody with these.
Got a replay on that one, Jacob? Take a look at here. Clouse Construction, instant replay here. See, Robinson saw the play right away. Yeah, there's a little bit of a hold there. So the hold is going to go against the Tigers, and the pass interference against the Eagles. Offsetting penalties will replay the down. 4th down and goal at the 6.
A little bit of sloppiness on both ends, but
it's week 2.
Yep.
It gives you something to look at on film. Gives you something to clean up next week, you know?
And gives us another shot at this.
That's right. Fourth down and goal from the 6. Got a score update from Calvert St. Paul. The Flyers lead at 14-10 in the 4th quarter. Tigers, 4th and goal. Robinson back to pass. Little screen play. They got Gayhart, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Jackson Gayhart with the hat trick. 3 touchdowns receiving, and last week he had 3 touchdowns rushing.
Yeah, he just wanted to even it out this week, Nate. That's all it is. Just got to even those stats out. I mean, that's how he's been. He fills that stat book up. Maybe this year he's just trying something new, keep everything even.
Branson Robinson with his 4th touchdown pass here in this ball game. He's got 6 touchdowns on the season, no turnovers for the sophomore signal caller.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting team to watch coming up in the next few years, man. And that means more ribeye sandwiches for these guys.
Isaac Stockmaster on to attempt the extra point. Snaps back, ball's down, kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. And like I said, Eric, that 3 points did you nothing. But those 7 points put you up by 3 scores.
Yeah, that's definitely the right call.
2 scores. But you got a 16-point ball game here. You got 2 touchdowns and two two-point conversions to come back.
Yeah. That makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah.
When you know you're staring down. You haven't been moving the ball all that great all game anyway. Now you're running out of time here, and you've got to move it down the field twice and make sure you punch it in for those 2 extra conversions. So, yeah. They're looking at a tough task right now.
Donnie, you were right there along the sidelines. You had your finger on the pulse down there. What was the atmosphere like? What was the energy like on that sideline during that tight situation there in a goal line situation? You got nothing for me?
What? Oh, I didn't know you went down on me.
Yeah, I said, Donnie, what's going on? What was it like down there during that tight situation? 4th and goal, was there any hesitation in the coaching staff?
No, you see leadership come out in the hardest moments during the game because obviously those are the hardest moments. That's when leadership is most needed. And the coaching staff was there for every minute of it. They wanted to win the game as much as the players do, and that's obviously shown. And, yeah, I honestly think that was the perfect play, too.
Great play call by the Tigers. A little screenplay that's worked plenty of times here tonight, Eric.
Yeah, and if you get Jackson Gayhart with a full head of steam right there at the goal line, you ain't stopping him.
Yeah.
You have to quit with that.
What'd you say, Donnie?
I said I'm new. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's all right. We're working out the kinks. Everything's working fine. I think you're doing a great job down there, buddy.
Yes, sir.
We're learning. Ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles. Colton Clark takes the snap. He's going to keep it off the left side, and that defense there to meet him after maybe a 1-yard gain. I don't know. I think he maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. That is it. Greg was asking if we got him a Tiger dog. I think they closed the concession stand already. Damn. Darn it.
So I guess he wasn't here with his drone then, because he would have got one.
Yeah, right? Well, and I mean, I got to give a big shout out to that concession stand down there, the Athletic Booster concession stand. I mean, graciously treated our Heart of Ohio sports staff here to ribeye sandwiches on the house. And athletic director Doug Mason, before he even knew that, he was going to pay for mine tonight.
Huh.
This is the hospitality I'm talking about. These people love us here, and they want us here. That's the key. They want us to be here.
It's good to be wanted.
Feels good. Absolutely good to be wanted. Nice 13-yard gain there by the Eagles as they push the ball down to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Monroeville, 9 minutes to play here in the ball game. Eagles need to convert here. They got to get some points on the board. Clark slings it. He's got a man wide open. Oh. Incomplete. Jacob Freeze was all by himself.
Laid out. He got a fingertip on it, too. Take a look at this replay. Oh,
I mean, he was like me after I skip a shower. There was nobody around him.
There's the old Tommyisms.
Somebody's got to step up. No, I'm just joking. 2nd and 10. Clark going to keep it right side. Finds the crease, and he is up to about the 40-yard line before he's hit and dropped. We'll mark him at the 43, actually. Give him another yard. Why not? Keep moving forward. They're not even going to measure that one. They give him first down.
Moves the sticks. That draw play's been working nice for him tonight.
That quarterback read has been there, and that draw play has been a dagger. The Tigers have not found a way to stop it yet. Handoff, left side. Smiley on the carry. Picks up a couple. Boy, I tell you what, Colton Clark's got to be just beating himself up right now after that missed play. Because Freeze was wide open. That would have been 6.
Yeah, for sure. He's been getting beat up tonight too, though. Taking it on both ends over here. Got taken out of the game when he was on defense just in the last possession. And so he's still limping around a little bit out there.
Fake the handoff. Clark through the line, but he is hit as he goes through the line. I think he knocked knees with somebody, man. His knee. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain right now.
We talked about him. We just talked about him getting beat up. And
Donnie, you had to get it
now, man.
You had a better look at that than me. When he squeaked through there, what happened?
So him and the defender,
Pull that mic down a little bit. When it's too close, it cuts out. There you go. Go ahead. Uh-oh.
Down.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on. That's not you. That's the mic. I don't know. Here, how about I do this? I'm going to group it, and I'm going to tell you what channel to tune it to. Donnie, you just bring that mic up here, and I'll tune it for you, all right? We'll get it straightened out. I think it has something to do with reception here. There's a lot of wireless equipment. Right now, I just learned that their play clock is wireless.
Yeah.
So that might have some interference here. So, and I did not group what you have to set the receiver when you get everything set up, because if you set it first,
then all the stuff
the coaches haven't set their stuff up yet. The play clock hasn't been set up yet. What you want to do is wait till everybody sets their stuff up, and then you find the right frequency that's not being used by anybody around here, so we don't get cut off. And that's why.
Yeah, normally that's something that I would do before I head down there, and with not heading down there, this is the first time bringing me up here into the booth, and we're still getting used to things.
That's
and
right.
Figured out. We'll get it figured out, and
we'll get it. We're
It's all
getting
your
there.
fault, Eric.
Yep. Hey, man, I'm excited to be up here with you guys.
It's been a blast. Handoff left side. Smiley on the carry. Breaks a tackle. And he is past the first down marker. Big JT Hasselback had a hand on him, but was unable to get his paws with a good grip.
Just keep moving those sticks, but the clock just keeps ticking here. They're going to have to start putting some bigger bunches together here.
Inside of 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Clark. Actually, this is a new quarterback here. They sling it down the middle of the field. It's intercepted. Picked off. And a big-time interception by number 5, Colton McConnell. As he just went up there and got that one. Teddy Ballard, the new quarterback for Monroeville, came in and thought he had a target down the middle of the field, but
yeah, and he almost had him there too. He jumped right up at the last second there and snagged that, but I thought they were going to – it looked like a nice play. It was a great read there by Colton McDonald.
And McConnell sets him up at the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Tigers, Maryland 16 after the turnover. 6:44 to go here in the ballgame.
Yeah, they already started this one in the red zone. Oh, other way. Oh, wait a minute.
Red zone doesn't really work from that end, but
It's fine.
Can you hear me?
The red zone is the friends you made along the way.
yes.
Hello?
There you go.
All right.
We got you, Donnie. We're good.
I definitely didn't put up the red zone graphic. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it is
Riehm
right
ain't mad
there.
about
That should be it's on the 20-yard line. That's the red zone, right? That's the Riehm red zone. I'm
If
sure
we
Phil
were-
is like, just turn it on. Just turn it on. It's fine.
If we were going the other way, yeah.
Yeah. Handoff up the middle. Jackson Gayhart pushes forward. Got about 3, maybe 4 yards. And he'll be down to the 24-yard line.
And right now, that's all you really need to do. Just hammer out 3-4 yards at a time. Let that clock tick.
I say 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Isn't that what it is?
Yep.
Tick, 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 tick.
Get the handoff to Gayhart. And
flag flies in. It must have been a point of emphasis with this crew when they came into this game. They must have saw the film from Seneca East last week and said, hey, we are going to watch these guys like a hawk. We are not letting any holding calls go tonight. Nothing.
And they haven't.
Because, I've heard it. Many linemen will tell you they could call hold on every play, right?
They're holding on every play.
Yeah. But in reality, I haven't seen a whole lot that's really egregious out here tonight, Eric.
No, there's these yellow flags are going to need to go through the laundry a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess they're not going to be grass stained. It's beautiful, beautiful turf, but they've spent a lot of time on the ground tonight.
So, Nate, as a former coach, when you go through
use that term lightly. I was a youth football coach.
Okay, well, as someone who knows the game well, how do you...
Hey, use that lightly, too.
As a guy who pays me to talk about it nicely.
There you go.
This week with Seneca East in the line, do you have them adjust their mentality at all with all the flags and everything, or do you just say status quo?
You just go out there. You just tell them, hey, try to keep your hands inside. That's all. You just got to, at this point, anything on the outside of the shoulders is going to get called. Even anything on the outside, if you have your hands outside at all, it's going to get called. So just keep those hands inside. Try to keep them in tight. Aim for that sternum. That's kind of what I'm telling my guys. Just try to keep your hands inside. That's really the only adjustment you can make at this point. Punt unit onto the field for the Tigers. And another good punt from Colton McConnell. Fair caught at the 45-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over. 5:11 to play. They have all 3 timeouts, but they trail it by 16. Once again, don't forget, tomorrow, the community is invited to a free Overdose Awareness Day event from 2 to 4 o'clock at Fostoria Elementary School. Hope in Fostoria, Project Noel, and the Seneca County General Health District are coming together to remember those affected by overdose, raise awareness, and renew hope throughout our community. This event will include speakers, resource vendors, and many more family-friendly activities. Also, don't forget, mark your calendars for the Walk for Recovery at Hedges Boyer Park in Tiffin, coming up on Saturday, September 26th. Sling it left side, complete to his receiver. Teddy Ballard, sophomore quarterback, still in there as Colton Clark had to leave the game due to injury and has not returned.
Obviously, thoughts go out to that young man that looked like he was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he really did. Donnie, you got any update for us?
No, but I can give you an update to what happened.
Yeah, what happened?
Now I can tell you, right? Basically, 3 defenders came on to the quarterback, and the quarterback fell right into the middle one, hit him right in the knee.
Ouch. So he got hit right on the knee. Hopefully he'll be okay. Wasserman on the reception, good for a first down inside Tigers territory, down to the 39-yard line. This is what you need if you're the Eagles. You've got to move the ball, and you got to move it quick. Ballard slings it right, incomplete, looking for his receiver. He's trying to find Hudson Bauer on the right flat.
I think he might have heard some footsteps coming in pretty quickly behind him there.
Oh, yeah. They had a beat on him for sure. Second down, ball at the 39-yard line. See if I can update you on some scores in our area here. Columbian still leading Mansfield Senior 35-7. That game on the X stream. Galleon taking the lead over Carey 21-17. Ballard rolls to his left, squares his body, throws it complete. And that's a nice reception there by Jacob Freeze. He's got it right at the first down marker. Should be good enough to move the chains. We'll see where they spot it. And it's just going to be just short of the first. They'll right back up on the line. Ballard slings it right side, complete to his receiver. Alex Dowell on the reception, gets it up and out of bounds right around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a smart play there to looked for the sideline when he knew he was getting tackled to stop that clock.
We got a Tigers player down on the sideline. Should be okay, though. Should be able to keep running this with the player off field of play.
Yeah, just drop him off there. Get the trainers on him.
Yeah, Trevin Cottingham. Looks like a little cramping. Ballard rolls to his left. Pressure, and he is dropped in the backfield for a loss. Guess who? Bentley Gayhart back there to make the stop. And those two Gayhart brothers have made life miserable for whoever is playing quarterback for the Eagles tonight.
Yeah, that's not who you want to see when you look up.
Man, he tried to spin out of it, but spun right into the awaiting arms of the defender there. And Bentley Gayhart comes up with a stop. Jackson is actually Bentley's uncle. I did not know that.
Oh.
That's crazy. That's awesome. I thought they were brothers for some reason. I don't know why, but that's actually kind of cool.
Age difference. You would typically just assume that, but.
That's insane.
So the Gayhart cousins making life miserable for the Monroeville Eagles here tonight. Big shout out to Travis Salyer for that heads up, because I don't like being wrong. I don't like saying things that are wrong, especially on the air. We like to be factual here. 1st and 20.
That's an easy assumption to make, though.
It should be 2nd and 20. Yep, 2nd and 20. Ball at the 33. Ballard back to pass. Slings it over the middle. Incomplete. Trying to find Reed Wasserman on a little slant route. That was a little bit low. It'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 20 coming up here. And this is pretty much the ball game here for the Eagles. They have got to find a way to get this ball in the end zone here.
Yeah, on 3rd and 20, it's not looking great.
Especially with them having to use that timeout after that last sack. Now you're down to 2 timeouts. Now you really got 2 opponents here tonight.
Yeah, time definitely becoming a factor.
Ballard rolls to his right. Slings it right, and it's incomplete. Looking for Wasserman again, but just a little bit outside of his reach.
Yeah, new quarterback in there. Timing's going to be just a little bit off. Not the time that you want to see your starting quarterback go down when you're trying to make a comeback. We're going to try something new tonight with that post-game show. I'm going to try to see if we can get some media correspondence, as I've got a friend over at WBVI in Fostoria. Trayvon Hastings has done some work for us here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Yeah. He is in charge of the post-game show with WBVI.
Okay.
And so we're going to see if we can coordinate some kind of a collaboration here for the post-game show.
That'd be awesome.
With the studio. So 4th down and 20. Ballard steps up, slings it down the middle of the field. He's got it! What a catch! Jacob Freeze once again coming through on a 4th and 20. What is going through your mind right there while that ball's up in the air? You've got 2 defenders behind you, and you're able to go up there and keep the concentration and come down with that ball. Huge play. He just boxed out the defender there. And we're going to get an offsides on the defense here. And maybe that might have been a wise decision there for the defense to be offsides, just to get a little bit of time to collect yourself after that big play, because those Eagles were right up to the ball. Yep. No, you don't want to lose yards ever, but if you're not
there's
ready, a silver lining to that situation.
Yeah, if you're not ready and they snap the ball and they're right there at the end zone, you're going to give up an easy touchdown. So high snap. Ballard gets it under control, but he is dropped back at the 10-yard line. Big number 54, Isaac Stockmaster back there. And these Eagles are just making it harder on themselves after such a great play. 2nd down. Ballard rolls to the left. Looking, pressure, slings it into the end zone. Dangerous throw. It's picked off again. Another interception for the Tigers. Levi Dawson comes down with the interception. Yeah, and he was that much traffic in there. I know you're trying to make a play, but that's just not the play, not the time to try to squeeze something in there like that. Dangerous throw.
And, you know, the young signal caller, sophomore quarterback coming in relief, it's not exactly the position you want to be in trying to bring your team back from down 16, but these are all learning opportunities for that young man.
Yep. Yeah, he'll be able to take this into the next coming games. Hopefully, who's their starter?
Colton Clark.
Hopefully he's okay, but if he's going to have to see some extended time this season, all this experience is just going to help him
going forward.
Yes,
for sure.
For sure.
So the Tigers will take over at their 1 yard line. Branson Robinson in the shotgun. Hands it off. And Jackson Gayhart carries it forward, picks up a couple. They'll mark him, actually gains about a yard on that one. So 2nd and 9, but now you're inside of 3 minutes to play here in the ball game. Tigers want to try to get some breathing room here. If you pick up a first down, this one's over, Eric. So
yeah, but if something happens, give up 2 points right here, getting them right back into this game.
Yeah,
a little bit.
You definitely have to be careful here in this situation. You want to execute. Empty backfield. Bring a man in motion. They fake it to the motion man. Now Robinson's going to keep it off the right side, off the left side. He's going to be cut down from behind and brought down at about the 7 yard line. Timeout called by Monroeville.
Timeout, Monroeville.
We'll keep it right here. 2:26 left to play in the ball game. Make sure you stick around for our post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll tell you who the pit boss hoss of the game is, brought to you by City Barbecue in Findlay. And we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. That's coming up at the conclusion of this one. We'll take a step aside after the game. We'll come back. We'll break it down very quickly. And then we will wrap it up here so that they can go live from the studio back at Studio Squared as Greg and Tommy are awaiting with the Friday night cap, ready to break down all the action in the area and get you caught up on all the scores. Boy, Upper's trying to make a little comeback here. They were down 27-6 to Mount Gilead. It's 27-25 in the fourth quarter. Wow. Galleon final over Cary 21-17. Cary now 0-2 to start the season. Third down and 3. Robinson's going to keep it off the right side.
Robinson, another design.
Follows his blocks, and he's going to be brought down just before he reaches the first down marker. He's got to learn how to slide, man. He took a heck of a hit at the end of that one.
Yeah, he saw that stick. He was trying to get to it, but, man, he took a hit.
And they'll mark him right at the 10-yard line, I think. And that timeout called by Monroeville. Timeout brought to you by our friends at Adventure Driving Academy. Of course, tonight's pregame show, thanks to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Our halftime show brought to you by Hope and Fostoria. Postgame show, stick around, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. All instant replays tonight presented by Clouse Construction. Trips to the Red Zone, presented by Riehm Produce Farm. Our pit boss hoss of the game will be awarded in the postgame show. That's brought to you by City Barbecue in Findlay. Fan of the game, brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Our marching band performance tonight brought to you by Forte Music. All timeouts like this one, brought to you by Adventure Driving Academy. Our keys to the game tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Our player spotlight presented by Vicek Orthodontics. And our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. All proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. I want to give a big shout out to Clouse Construction, our instant replay sponsor. Brian and Lenny Clouse, huge supporters of what we do here. They jumped on board with us right before baseball season. They said, I want to do baseball, football, and basketball. And they're going to do baseball season again because Andon is a senior this year. We want to see as much as they can of Mohawk sports. Tigers look to punt it away here, 4th and 2. Oh, he gets the punt away. McConnell On the return.
Oh, boy.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice return there by Reed Wasserman. Eagles are going to take over at about the 35-yard line. No timeouts left, but 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock, and they trail it by 16.
And they just showed that last drive that they can move the ball pretty quickly, that they're going to have to really get moving now with 2 minutes left. Still down, needing those 2 touchdowns and both 2-point conversions.
Final, St. Paul over Calvert 14-10. Lakota beats Hicksville 39-0. Mohawk all over Cardington Lincoln 56-14. Ballard with the pass to the right. That one's complete. Tristan Wise, the junior receiver, comes down with it. Second and 9. Ballard going to step up, slings it.
My.
Incomplete. Nice coverage on the play.
Absolutely decleated as he let go of that ball.
I think it was Gunnar Polacek on the coverage there. Was it 20? Yeah, 20. Gunnar Polacek did a great job on coverage there.
I saw number 2, Elijah Klein, get a nice jump on that snap, too.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to cause some havoc back there, but they went the other way with it.
Third down and 9. 1:39 left to play in the ball game. Ballard takes the snap, rolls. They set up a screen on the right side, and that's going to be well short of the first down as they're brought down at the 30-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 4 coming up here.
We'll bring up 4th down and 4.
I'll tell you what, Teddy Ballard, when he came in, changed the dynamic of the offense. They went from a running team to a passing team right away as he got an arm on him. But this one is intercepted at the 3-yard line. Colton McConnell with another interception for this Tigers defense. And McConnell brings it back to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over. And with a minute left, that should do it.
Yeah, any hope that Monroeville had, I think, goes out the window with that one.
So a big turnover. I think it was the 4th turnover of the day by that Tigers defense. And if you count the special teams, once again, 5 takeaways for this team 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's and I don't remember there being a turnover. So Seneca East did not turn the ball over
on downs. That's
okay,
it.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it.
muted right now, so no. But
they control it.
what's your name?
Who's
Erzman?
Erzman? Erzman says hi.
Colton Erzman. Tell him I said, hey, go catch me a fish tonight.
He says go catch him a fish tonight.
Go catch him a fish?
Yeah.
I ain't going fishing tonight, man.
What? You go fishing every night, I thought.
He said they thought he goes fishing every night.
No, I don't go fishing every night, just some nights.
Just some nights. Just some nights.
Well, next time you go, I want an invite.
What I catch, I'll name it after Nate.
Yeah, he wants an invite next time.
All right, I got him.
He's got you.
All right, sounds good. Once again, Colton Erzman, senior for the Seneca East Tigers defense. He wants to be out on that field, man. You can tell.
Very inviting atmosphere down here, honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
The way he came up to me and everything like that. I love the Seneca East atmosphere, for sure.
Great people over here in Attica. This will be the final play. 33 seconds left. Robinson takes a knee, and the Tigers, despite some miscues here and there, they put together a pretty solid package here tonight. 28 points, a 16-point win, and another W. They are 2-0 on this young season, and the first win on this brand new, beautiful field here.
Oh, yeah, you got to love that. You got to love Christen in the field with a W. They're probably going to have to talk about a little bit of the getting a little handsy there with the holding calls, but didn't end up hurting them in the end. They're able to start out this season at home with a 28-12 victory.
So once again, Tigers come away with a victory. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back with our post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit, by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, and our pit boss hoss of the game, Brought to you by City Barbecue in Findlay. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
High school football lives here. This is Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. Every game-changing play. All the breathtaking catches. Every punishing run. And the bone-jarring hits. Friday Night Lights are on Heart of Ohio Sports. Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football. Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best, right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports.
Matthew. Huh? Oh. I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. And what you say really does matter to me.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me, and they make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for talking.
Talk. They hear you.
Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Put your game face on. Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Let's go! Boom! This is my house! Let's go! Hey, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The best rivalries make you better. Heart of Ohio Sports. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen's sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Part of Ohio Sports. All right, and we're back here with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Nate Mullins, Eric Hall up here in the press box with Jacob Studebaker-Ellis. Travis Salyer did a great job on the camera here in the second half. He's up here with us as well. Donnie Hannam's trying to round up our player of the game and our boss hoss, pit boss hoss of the game for our interviews. We're going to do those down on the field after we're done here. But I just want to wrap things up because this was one heck of a ball game here between these two teams. Obviously, this Seneca East team, they've got some things that they want to go back at the film and look at, and they're going to clean some things up, but 2-0. That's what you can say about this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing about it is you're going to have some stuff to look at on tape, but you're still happy with the performance tonight. So, yeah, you got to be happy if you were Seneca East faithful tonight and came out here to defend their home on the first opening night here of the opener for Seneca East anyway.
And the first game on this beautiful new field.
Unveiling this new field and being able to christen it with a W, that's what you were hoping for tonight.
Absolutely. That's how you want to start. When you start out the season, you always want those first two, and now they're going into conference play with a 2-0 record. I'll tell you what, the N10 is a gauntlet this year. They've got a lot of tough tests on that schedule coming up, but they've got two tough ones behind them now, and now they can focus on the N10 conference. Great game by everybody tonight. I mean, this was an all-around game. Special teams, defense, offense, everybody played a part here tonight, but we got to give away our Pit Boss Hoss Award. And I'll tell you what, Eric, I love this award. We're getting a lot of feedback on this one. People love not just the award, but the name. You know, the Pit Boss Hoss. I mean, could you come up with a better name for a lineman award?
I mean, maybe Hog Molly. But, Pit Boss Hoss. Might just be partial to that one since
maybe just a little
brought it up earlier. But yeah, Pit Hoss Boss. I love this award just because as being down on the sidelines, going to get that player of the game, like I was telling you before, these big linemen are wanting the love. They want the love, and we are here to show them the love.
That's right. So tonight, I'll tell you who gets our love. Tonight, I'm giving the love to Braylon Depinet. Outstanding game in the trenches. That young man fought hard the entire game on both sides of the ball. Made a couple plays in the backfield. Also led the way up front for a couple of big runs. Was really clearing the way. I'd say he looked more like a bulldozer out there than a Pit Boss Hoss. But, hey, that's how you get the Pit Boss Hoss Award. That's how you take it home. You get it done in the trenches. You do the dirty work in the trenches, you get to take home that $25 gift card to City Barbecue in Findlay.
Especially when you get the job done like that on both sides of the ball.
I know it's a little bit of a drive from Attica to Findlay, but that barbecue's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now. It is worth it. But once again, our Pit Boss Hoss of the game, Jalen Depinet, or Braylon Depinet, I get it right here, and our player of the game, this is why I got it mixed up, because...
Understandable.
Our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Is it in there? No?
I'll keep looking.
Yeah, all right.
I'll figure it out.
Our player of the game tonight, Jaron Depinet. I don't know how many catches he had. Maybe 100, maybe 150. Yeah. I don't know, something crazy.
In the first quarter alone?
Probably had about 8, maybe 10 catches tonight. I'm thinking it's got to be close to 10 catches. I asked Matt and he didn't have them all added up yet, but there was a lot of marks on his paper. So Big-time performance here by Depinet tonight. He takes home our player of the game, brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You know, I wanted to give it to Jackson Gayhart. 3 touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns. He made a lot of plays in the backfield tonight as well. He was all around the ball. But, Eric, I let him wear that belt twice last year. 2 different games last year. We got to spread the love a little bit, you know?
We'll be doing a couple more Seneca East games this year. And something tells me that he might be able to get that wing cardinal back sometime. Tonight.
He's got a few more chances. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But a big-time performance by everybody here tonight. I mean, you talk about that sophomore quarterback, 4 touchdowns through the air, no interceptions, no turnovers. I mean, he looked like a seasoned veteran out there.
Yeah,
not somebody who's just taken over in his second game.
In week 2 of your sophomore year.
Yes. But once again, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery player of the game, Jaron Depinet. And our Pit Boss Hoss of the award Pit Boss Hoss Award brought to you by City Barbecue in Findlay, presented to Braylon Depinet. The Depinet brothers take home our Players of the Game awards. We'll find them. We'll get an interview on the field. But we're going to wrap this one up, folks, because we got to send it back to the studio, back to Studio Squared for the Friday Nightcap, brought to you by Heart of Ohio Sports and your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Live inside Studio Squared, Tommy Hall and Greg the Wizard Kinn. They're there. They're waiting. They're champing at the bit to get going. So I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. Any final thoughts, guys?
Not for me. I was just excited to come out here, check out that ribeye, check out this new field, and it was nice to see the Tigers put up a win and start their season here.
That ribeye did not disappoint, and I will say this: if you want to know what my opinion, what we thought about the ribeyes, you're going to have to tune in to the Friday Nightcap because I sent some videos of us enjoying it. Greg's going to play those during the post-game show. So make sure you tune in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. I'd say within the next 20 minutes, we'll go live.
Yeah.
With the post-game show. The Friday Night Cap right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. Any final thoughts, guys?
Great
Jacob.
Great game here. I want to shout out something a little outside of our coverage area.
Let's go.
Swanton Bulldogs. It's where my mom went to school. Snapped a 37-game losing streak by winning in overtime last weekend. We always talk about these big picture going for state championships. Sometimes we just got to remember these kids are here to have fun, have a good time. And when you get an interview from the big Toledo news station for winning a game and you get to say, unlike any feeling we've ever had, makes you just think, this is just a game, we're having fun, so shout out to them. And, always great to see these local stories.
As a Browns fan, I know what it feels like to open the fridges, so it's a great feeling. It really is.
All right, I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. For Donnie Hannam, Travis Salyer, Jacob Studebaker-Ellis, and Eric Hall, I am Nate Mullins, signing off from the jungle here in Attica. Your final score, Seneca East 28, Monroeville 12. Have a great night, everybody.